Hey guys, we're back again with Movie Making Gaming Gurus. Me and Tash, aka Sketchney, with the link down below if you want to subscribe at any time. We've got Tash's link. Great channel, great person, great human being. Um, yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome. What's trying to think of things to say?
Just greatness, just awesomeness.
Just pure greatness, starting it with the paparazzi sunglasses,
I'm Bono's secret daughter, remember?
There you
So.
go. Look, you're one of those people, but so famous you have to go out in the sunglasses so people don't recognise you.
Shh.
Always amazing when celebrities say they do that and nobody recognises them. It always amazes me.
I know, it's like, who really doesn't recognise you? I mean, you look even more conspicuous wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, especially in winter.
Yeah,
I'm like,
at least I have an excuse. They don't have an excuse for doing that,
yours is you've got vision like that X-Men character, Cyclops. So whenever you put it off, it goes, "Ooh,"
Yeah, when I take these down, they just go, Sorry,
and blows everything up.
Yeah, exactly.
I was watching the new. I was reading up on the new X-Men.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got to admit, because they've passed the torch over, haven't they? They passed it from the old generation to the newer generation now,
Yeah,
and that's what Days of Future Past was about.
yeah,
But I don't know how I feel about it, because I like James McAvoy, I like Michael Fassbender, I like everybody who's in like the prequel kind of ones,
yeah.
you know. But I actually miss the old cast.
Yeah, that's what made, it kind of, Future Past made me really miss the old cast, and I'm sorry, nobody beats like Patrick Stewart as Xavier and stuff like that. So,
And Ian McKellen was great as Magneto.
yeah,
I mean, don't get me wrong, I like James McAvoy and I like Michael Fassbender, but I think it's because we're so used to the others in the role.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
They're both excellent actors and they're both high grade ones, but it just feels weird. It'd be like having a Star Trek movie without Jean-Luc Picard in a Next Generation movie. It's
Yeah,
just weird and horrible.
with this new Fantastic Four, is it Jamie Bell is going to be the Thing, and it's like, why?
Yeah, the Fantastic Four. I
Sweet
was watching
little
it.
guy.
I was
I just
watching.
think of the bald guy in the other version.
I was watching the trailer and I was like, "There's no high grade actors in that, but I recognise."
No,
What I mean by that is that I don't recognise them a lot.
yeah,
There's some. I mean, I've seen them from things,
yeah,
but I mean, last time you had Chris Evans,
yeah,
you had Jessica Alba,
yeah.
you had the guy from The Shield,
You had the guy out of Nip Tuck.
Julian McMahon.
That's it. Yeah,
You had the guy from The Shield. I never get his name right, but he played Vic in it.
yeah.
And then you had
You
the
had
other guys. The other guys in Forever now.
You had Ian Griffith.
In this one, I don't recognise hardly any of them other than seeing them in bit parts.
Mm.
So I'm a little bit.
I enjoyed the people who they were as who they were.
Yeah. Well, people hated it, didn't they? People hated the other two.
Yeah. Well, the second one wasn't very good, but I enjoyed the first one. So.
I enjoyed the first one. I've got to be honest, though, the second one, the Silver Surfer movie was going to come off of that movie.
Yeah.
And because it's such a bad Silver Surfer movie got cancelled.
Yeah.
But the Silver Surfer, to me, just seemed like some weird thing. Like, he just sit there and fly around going, "Oh, the Earth is going to die in a few days.
Yeah.
Oh, let me just melt into my shield and I'll melt back out again." I thought he was going to have sex with Miss Invisible. You know what I mean? I thought he was going to give
Yeah.
it to her at one point because I was like, what's this character doing? He's just
No.
flying around, avoiding things and eating rockets.
Yeah. Exactly.
And when he's captured, he goes like this: "You've come for me." And she should have said, "No." Most boring character ever.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's how he is. Because I know there's a little TV series of him in England on 13 episodes and 2 discs from Silvervision.
Oh yeah.
Well, not Silvervision, Clearvision, which is the main company of Silvervision.
Yeah.
But I don't know, some stuff always bored me from the film because I was like, come on, you know.
Yeah.
Then he goes,
Yeah.
I'm going to save the world, and you're like, but you're supposed to be the one ending the world.
Ending the world, yeah.
Hmm. I did like, but then saying that, I do get a bit tired of these same people playing Marvel heroes.
Yeah.
You know, Captain America and the Human Torch.
I know, how weird is that? It's like,
Yeah. But they should make a movie where they actually meet each other.
can you imagine? And the whole world blows up.
It'd be awesome, wouldn't it? You know, think about it. They meet each other and they just talk to each other and go, "Oh, you remind me a lot of myself," and just walk off while they, you know, doing it. I mean, you had Green Lantern, then you had Deadpool, then you had what was it? What's his name in Blade? Dead King,
Yeah.
right? You know, and it's just like I'm talking about Ryan Reynolds, obviously,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I'm like, come on, how many people are you gonna be?
Yeah. Well, like you say, I think no, because everybody has been complaining about the fact that obviously the Fantastic Four aren't in the Avengers movies, you know, kind of thing. And that would be so funny if the Fantastic Four turned up and, like you say, just
But then
Captain
saying that,
America is just like, you know.
well, I mean, Fantastic Four 2 is supposed to come out in, I think, not this year, but obviously 2 years later.
Yeah.
And I think they're trying to get where they can get Spider-Man and Fantastic Four in the Avengers, but they're different people.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people are like, it won't happen because of different rights and everything. But the
Yeah.
thing is, if they want to make money, if companies want to make money, that would be an incredible thing to do.
Yeah.
You know, who doesn't want to see Spider-Man next to Captain America? I know I do.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
But only in the outfit, because Andrew Garfield sucks.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you've been tell people about you and your slog through
Uh,
Amazing Spider-Man 2 and getting all the different suits.
so here I am, guys. I've got Amazing Spider-Man 2, right? I
You
got
poor,
it
poor
last
man.
Tuesday. What's that?
I said, you poor man. You
Uh,
recognise that it's bad, but you've enjoyed it.
I had bad things about it, and I was like, you know what? I'll buy it because it was only $25. Like,
Yeah.
$25 is actually cheap. That's not cheap. But I was like, you know what? I'll buy it. I'll give it a go. I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the actual story, but there is none.
Yeah.
We just go against different villains. Because I was watching the Angry Joe review last night, and I was in tears of laughter because I was
Oh,
played it. I know exactly what he's talking about. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So here I am. I'm playing it. I complete the game. I'm like, yeah, I need 3 trophies left, right? And then I find out I've got 9 more suits, but I have to skill up, which take about 2.5 hours each to get my bloody trophy.
And
So
you keep
one day,
keep replaying the same missions to get XP.
exactly. So one day I was talking to you, went on the PSN,
Yeah.
and you were like, how many suits you done? I went 2, and you were like, really? It was like 7 hours. I did 2.
It
Right?
was the fact you kept going, oh, I didn't get any XP, oh, I need XP.
Then I got to the last suit and I got my plat. I was like, yes. But I got a bit. By the time I got a plat, I wasn't like yes. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, you were just like, oh, thanks. Are they really
Now,
bad ones as well? That's the thing. Because that one that you sent me a picture of looked
yeah.
really nice. And I know
Oh,
you
it
said
is.
were really rubbish.
The problem is a lot of the suits in this to me were pointless. Like none of them are going to be in the Amazing Spider-Man films.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a Hornet one where you've got backpack and you're in pink and turquoise tights.
What?
Yeah, and I'm just like, but Amazing Spider-Man only wears the normal kind of Spider-Man clothes.
Yeah, exactly. Why would Spider-Man have a Hornet one?
But I'm glad I finished it because I can delete that now. I can delete
Yeah,
it
you
off
can
my thing.
trade it in.
Yeah, I'm going to trade that in Far Cry in tomorrow.
Because I was going to say, you're going out tomorrow, aren't you?
And then I'm going to pick up Castle Season 4 and 5, I think.
Awesome.
Because they're in there for like $8, so I thought, I might pick them up.
Oh, nice.
There's no games in there I want because I looked. I mean, I could get Call of Duty Ghosts if I wanted to because I played all of them.
Yeah.
But there's 2 online trophies on it, and they're like, get your whole team or something to safety. And I'm like, I ain't doing that. I don't care about anybody else in an online game. You know what I
No.
mean?
No, exactly.
Oh, I hate
When you've got to start
on.
managing everybody else, that's the time to go, yeah, no, that's not
I
happening.
was thinking about getting Lego Batman 3. You know, got
Yeah,
looked it up, and the trophies on it seemed quite interesting.
yeah.
But I don't know. I might, knowing me, I'll probably just end up buying TV shows and movies and be like, because I've got two games, I've got three games. I've got Saints Row and I've got Dying Light.
Yeah, exactly. You've
You
got
know,
enough to
I'm
play.
getting older on the 20th. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
I'm
I'm
still waiting
gonna.
for my copy of Saints Row, so.
You're still waiting for it?
Yeah.
I'll
Hopefully
probably
it'll
come,
come by Friday.
I'll probably come tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's echoing on your end.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't hear anything.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, I
okay.
can't now. I can't now.
Oh, okay.
It does this thing where it pops in that. Oh, it's back again. Hold on, let me see if I adjust the settings if it does it again. Sometimes that works.
Yeah. Can't hear you at all now.
Hello?
Yep,
No,
there
it's
you
still
go.
going.
Oh, God. That means I've got to go get your headphones.
But the Google.
I don't know where my headphones are.
Yeah, borrow mine. There they are. Borrow mine.
Yeah, I'll just borrow yours. I'm gonna have to disappear to go look for some headphones. So I'll be back in
Okay,
a
sorry.
second. Talk about something.
Go back to annoying, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, so guys, I've got Saints Row play next, and obviously, like you heard, Tash is waiting for her once, so we can play it. And I'm working through Dying Light. Actually, I just realised I didn't have the thing open, didn't I? Let's see if there's any comments quick. Hello. Come on. Mozzarella. Oh, that's a no comment stuff. Events.
I wonder if this will work well enough. My PlayStation headset.
Oh, I know that sometimes they work, yeah. Because I know John Flickster uses a big headset,
Yeah,
you
I've got
know.
my in-ear one that came with the PS4. So if I can find the hole for.
Oh, you're looking for a hole, are you?
God damn it!
It just won't fit in there.
Right, there you go. Can I?
Okay.
If you talk now, can you hear yourself?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, just
Yeah, I
about.
can hear myself. If you hear, if it echoes mine, let me know because I've got mine as well, all right?
Yeah. Oh, cool. Be back 1 sec. Sorry.
Running off again. So yeah, so yeah, I've been gaming a lot. I'm looking forward to the order from 1886. I'm looking forward to that. I saw the 22 trophies on it. I can't believe it. I was
Okay,
gobsmacked. Oh, welcome back.
sorry.
I was just saying about I can't believe there's 22 trophies on the order from 1886.
Yeah, but it's like we were saying the other day. What is it? 50 trophies on Alien Isolation in comparison.
Yeah. And Alien Isolation, you'd think would be a lot less. Oh, hello, James. Hi, Malcolm. Hi, Tash. How are you both?
Oh, you made it early. Hiya.
Maybe early is going to be all the way to the end. I'm doing good. I finally finished my game and I'm happy. I talk about chat. James's anniversary chat's got 160 odd views.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, impressive. But did you have fun?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was laughing so hard last night. I was playing Last of Us, and I was chatting to Donna online and stuff while I was playing, like when we were chatting, and she was playing Disney Infinity. No, I've not played any of those. With the stupid little figures and stuff you have to put like Skylanders. But she share played, and I ended up running around as the Hulk, and I kept picking her up and throwing her, and she was like, "Put me down!" And we were laughing so
I
hard.
saw you share played it. I saw there was share play going on because whenever I go on my Blade thing, it always tells me what everybody's done.
Yeah,
And I'm like, share play Disney Infinity.
yeah,
I was like, what the hell's that? You know what I mean?
yeah. It's not something I would buy, but it was fun to share play it. So
All I ever think is I see all these games you play and I go, wow, Tash is a serious hardcore gamer. Last of Us, Resident Evil, Evil Within, all going on at the same time.
I know. You know what? Donna's mate James, he was going on. He said, "Oh, I can't play that. I have to only play one game at a time." I was like, "Well, I've not got them sat there in like 5 different screens. I'm just." He was like, "Oh, I need to like focus on one story." I said, "Well, the thing is I'm playing. I tend to play them all in bursts. Like I'll play several hours of one, and then if I feel up for the next one, then I'll play that one." Oh, and John's here.
John
Yay!
Quintero says, afternoon guys, hope you're feeling better now, Malcolm. Thanks, John Quintero. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm back on track and I'm back moving, Woo!
He's shaved and everything.
Yep, I shaved last night, which was funny because I did my pictures for my videos. And I'm shaved, but in the videos I've got a big, massive beard. So I'm wearing completely different clothes, but in the pictures I look like I'm shaved, clean. In that I look like
And always wearing the same clothes.
yeah,
That's brilliant.
I'm doing a lot better. But yeah, me, I end up playing 2 games, don't I?
Yeah.
Because normally I play a game with Donna, my wife Donna, not
Yeah.
friend Donna, in case people don't realise that.
Yeah.
I'm secretly married to her, and it's a long story. But
too many Donnas spoiled the broth.
there you go. So I end up playing a game with my wife, and I end up playing a game with Tash, like a co-op game, like we're going to be Saints Row, and I'll play Dying Light with Donna. But then when you get Dying Light, we're going to do the co-op. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things. I'm looking forward to it. I like Dying Light, but I hate my weapons.
Oh really? Have you got really cack weapons?
Because I can't fix them.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to go around searching places when I just want to get on with the missions.
Yeah.
So I end up, that bit you saw, it took me 2 hours to kill all 5 of those zombies because I was just smashing their head in constantly, open it smash. So I was like,
Do they break quite easily?
The weapons break after like a few hits.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but a pipe would still be a pipe. If I've got a pipe like this, I'm still bashing the head in, so how's it broken?
Yeah, exactly.
I watched Angry Joe's review of that as well, and he was going on about how great it was, but how you think a lot of people are like, why would you do this?
Yeah.
And I was like, but isn't that in any game?
Well, yeah, I mean, we could say that even, about Far Cry, there's no reason for AJ to do, like, all the stuff that he does.
I'll keep trying to run him over as well.
Or run his elephants over.
What was it as well? I was watching Angry Joe's, because I watched many of his stuff.
Yeah.
But I watched his, is it Ground Zeroes? Yeah, it's Ground Zeroes, isn't it?
Yeah, the Metal Gear, yeah.
I was watching that and he was having a go because he's not a main person who's played all of them.
Yeah.
He was complaining about paying $30 for an hour of gaming.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I totally agree because technically it would have been a demo. On the PS1, PS2 days, that would have been a demo.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it's like getting PT. Thankfully, we got PT for free, but like you say, if we'd had to pay for that, it would have been absolutely awful.
But the amazing thing was, what he said was true. He said, by people going out and buying all these, it's going to make other companies do the same thing.
Yeah, this is the problem.
So I kind of was a little bit like, meh, on that one. Like, not very happy about that. But I enjoyed the review,
Well, it's like Boogie has said. Boogie did a video saying that we need to stop pre-ordering games because basically the companies see that we're pre-ordering them and release shit games, and they don't care because they see we're still pre-ordering them, kind of thing. So.
Says John Quinton says, you're like me, babyface without the beard, mountain man with it. That's so right, John, I am. I tell you, when I've got a beard, it's like I can go out, cut wood, climb mountains, do anything. When it's off, it's like I need my wife to hug me and go, oh.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's really weird, but people like me both ways, but normally people say to me, shave.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, it's funny when it's that way because I've got the beard. I look
Does
more
your wife
aggressive.
dictate whether you shave it off then, or
What's that?
does Donna dictate whether you shave it off or not?
No,
Or
she tells me I should like 2 weeks before, and I go, yeah, I can't when I feel like it. And then normally when she says I like it, I normally go,
yeah, quick, get rid of it. Yeah.
So last night I cut off because I thought it was getting a bit, you know,
Yeah.
and I like my beard, but I don't like it when it gets to that extreme wiry fuzziness.
Yeah.
I think in about 10 years, my beard will be even more full out. You know, it won't be so, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I do like having a beard, but I like it in the early stages more.
Yeah.
I can't bother to trim it up like people want to and everything.
Yeah.
I might cut it all off or keep it.
Shape it, you know.
Yeah, well, Donna said to me, you're going to keep it off. And I said, probably not. I said, I'll probably grow it in the next few days again for
Yeah.
2 more months and then shave it off again. But yeah, so tonight I'm starting a new game.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I'm starting the PC Classic retro game. The game that everybody loves. The game that nobody in their right mind would not have played. John Quintero, my wife would file divorce papers if I shaved mine. Oh, she must really like your beard. You're lucky. See, because my wife's older than me, she's like, I like the beard because it makes you look older.
Mm.
But she likes it without the beard because my face is softer.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she thinks people are going to think she's my mum instead of my wife. You get what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, but I like it either way. But yeah, I'm going to play the PC Classic that I've been recommended for years. Well, a year.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
play it, and I'm going to play it, and I'm going to talk all about it, and I'm going to do a big, massive review of it, a 2-hour review.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, I bet you can't guess what it's going to be.
The X-Files.
I wish it was. It's Grim Fandango.
Remastered.
I've played that game for years. Well, ever since James mentioned it. So I'm going to play that tonight, I think.
Yeah. Alright, cool.
Yeah, I'm going to play it, and I'm going to play it, and then I'm probably going to, because then I can talk about it, can't I? I can say what I think.
I think I just heard James cream his pants in excitement.
I think he did. You know, I wish the PlayStation 4 would let you record longer than 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
And I wish that, you know, what was it? Donna said something about, oh, could you imagine if you and Tash were playing, you could see each other on the screen. I said, if we saw each other on the screen, we'd probably go like this. Oh,
Yeah.
you know, I said, so it's good thing you can't, you know, because you're like, you know, on the screen. When you know when you die and stuff, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, I considered the other day while playing Last of Us, I was like, oh, I could do a Let's Play to my Twitch account or something. And I was like, no, because I keep dying, and I'm going to sit there and go, and I was like, no, that's not worth doing it.
Well, that's what got me, you know. When I was playing the Spider-Man, I wasn't dying, you know, when I was getting all the stuff.
Yeah.
And then Donna came down, I said, why don't you sit with me while I'm playing?
Yeah.
Because then we can talk and that, you know.
Yeah.
And
Oh, James said, let me know what you think of it, Mark.
I will. I'm going to let you know immediately.
Yeah, if you don't like it, then the whole world will hear.
I'm going to tell you, if it's feedback I'm going to say to you, I want my $14.99 back.
Yeah.
But you know, as I don't know what's to do with me, and she started going, oh, look, why aren't you doing this? I was like, doing what? And she was doing that, and I was dying. I was like, no!
Yeah.
So we're going to play a bit of Dying Light tonight, I think.
Oh, Big John. Hi, Big John. He's asked a question.
Oh, is he on the YouTube page?
Yeah. Hey guys, do you remember the gaming shows Bad Influence with Andy Crane and my favourite Games Master? I do remember Games Master with Dominic Diamond. I do remember Games Master. Yeah.
I remember Games Master. I remember putting it on, and you had this old man head flying around with this weird looking thing. Like, he looked like he had serious Alzheimer's. What do I do, Games Master?
Yeah, it was, the head was really disturbing.
Right, and they go, you need to press R2, 3, this, and they go, thanks, James Master, I've done it.
Yeah.
But every week, he just looked like he had serious Alzheimer's, because he'd be looking like...
Yeah.
I always felt like I should have done my name, you know, just put a weird-looking hat on her.
You just...
You know, and then ask her questions, which she wouldn't know normally.
No, Games Master, tell me.
You know, because it was ridiculous, but it was great. You know, it was one of those things where. Do you remember the competitions on the show though?
Oh yeah.
Where they'd have like people going against each other, and they'd get some sort of like certificate that they won.
The certificate, yeah.
Well, somebody was selling it on eBay a couple of years ago, one of them, and it went for $4,000.
No way.
Seriously.
Jeez.
Crazy, just for a certificate, but had someone else's name on it.
That's bizarre.
But yeah, I remember the arcade machine where they would go against each other, and they'd do it on the, depending on what show it was, it'd be on either the consoles or an arcade thing.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, oh, you lost, let's see what's this review of this game and stuff, you know? Yeah, I remember Games Master. I remember the magazine as well.
I don't remember Bad Influence, though.
Same here, I don't either. I don't know, well, maybe that was the one...
I remember Andy Crane, but I don't remember him doing a show called Bad Influence.
One late at night, because there was one on late at night that had reviews and that on. So
yeah.
I'm not sure. But yeah, I always remember Games Master because the old guy looked like he had no idea what was going on there.
It's like he'd been trapped there. It was like, let me out.
And that was bad CGI back then.
Oh, God, yeah.
Ooh, I'm flying in the air with my head, with this weird thing on my head. I've got no idea what's going on. I look like I should be in Nightmare.
I can hear myself back on the end, by the way.
You can hear it? What, on my end?
Yeah.
Bloody Google. I'm starting to hate Google.
Big John said, what would you say the most frustrating game you've ever played?
That's quite a good question.
That is a good question.
Recently, Evil Within, but if I wanted to go, I'd go more of a retro game if I was going to really mention one.
Yeah.
I'm going to think of a retro one. I'll let you go first.
You know what? Because we were going to talk about fantasy stuff and that, but you know, because I thought about it, I was like, Lair was a really awful game, and the controls in that was so frustrating. You got to fly dragons in it, and it was really well hyped up. It was going to be amazing. It was out on the PS3, and I played it, and the controls were awful. You'd end up flying into towers, and you had no real decent control over it.
It's funny you say that, because that's actually on that PS Now thing.
Oh, really? I got it. It was so hyped. Everybody was looking forward to it, and I remember playing it. And but frustrating game. I've played so many like games that I've got frustrated at. But then there's a difference between games that just generally piss you off with their badness, and then games that are frustrating. So I'm trying to think.
I think all the Resident Evil games annoyed me. Not the first one. But
Resident Evil 5 and that fucking annoying cow that's with you.
I've never been good at Resident Evil-like games.
Yeah.
I'm good when it comes to other games. Like I'm good
at the puzzles or just the...
What's that?
Is it the puzzles or just the action?
No, the puzzles are easy. It's just the whole slow pace. I like a fast pace. I'm that type of person that likes to run and shoot people in the head as I'm going through something. Or running from one spot to another. I don't like just gently walking,
Yeah.
like even within, I hated running and that.
Yeah.
John Quintero says, have either of you played any of the Atari classic games that come in a bundle now? Ace Cut, Kick Butt in Yard's Revenge and Asteroids.
I have played one of those packs, but I don't remember what it was now. I'm
Well,
trying to think.
here's something for you. You can get them in Half Price Sports. They've got, those plug and play like things, but they've got the consoles, the old consoles. But they're
Yeah.
like, remember those old controllers you plugged in and had games on?
Yeah.
It's like that, but it actually looks like the system.
All right, really?
And they had Atari, Sega, Colourvision.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they had another one. I think it was the Commodore.
Right.
And they're like $59.99. And I have to be honest, I'm a bit tempted to play them, but then at the same time, I'm like, I'd rather play it on the real thing than one of those things,
Yeah.
I've always wanted to play Texas Chainsaw Massacre because I've heard it's terrible, but I've always wanted to play the Atari version of that.
Yeah.
Asteroids and Space Invaders, I played them.
I love Asteroids. That's excellent. That's a classic.
You've got a question.
Oh yeah.
Ash, when is the next part of your X-Files game review going to be up? I'm looking forward to it. James.
Hopefully with next week sometime. I am editing at the moment, so I had to refilm my bit, and then but I've done that, and I'm now editing. So hopefully next week sometime.
Have you both seen the anime Resident Evil film Degeneration?
Yes.
I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it. It surprised me.
I liked it, and I felt like it stuck to the games a little bit.
Yeah.
But I still felt like Hollywood had kind of took a little bit more of a role on it. I thought the animation was beautiful, and I thought the characters looked like they were meant to look like.
Yeah.
But I felt like, even though I enjoyed it, I feel like it could have been a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It wasn't amazing, but I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed it probably more than the later Hollywood movie.
I think
the more recent.
when I think about the Resident Evil movies, I like the first one.
Yeah.
Even though there's a lot of problems with that one.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the second one.
Yeah.
Because it had the Nemesis in it.
Yeah.
But after that, they start getting really bad. Like the one in the desert's terrible.
Yeah.
The fourth one, I enjoyed in a 3D aspect, but it wasn't a good film.
No. Yeah.
The fifth one, and then, but yeah, they just get more and more American. They keep bringing the same characters back, even though they're dead.
Yeah. It was nice to see Leon and Claire as well kind of turn up, in
I like Leon. Leon's my favourite character.
I wouldn't say his hair annoys me, but it was just nice. I feel like they've kind of been really pushed aside, even though they did, considering they carried, film-wise, considering what they did for the gaming franchise, it's sad that they got kind of shafted.
Yeah, I would have preferred Leon as a lead.
Yeah.
Again, I want a movie of the fourth Resident Evil.
Oh, can you imagine?
Because the fourth Resident Evil was amazing.
Fucking that annoyed me. Controls and camera that do not work together. That was frustrating, actually, now I think about it. Are you alright?
Yeah, whenever I put this was in it, it's kind of, and I couldn't hear anything.
Yeah. Was it not plugged in?
No, it's plugged in, it just won't work. I want to see if it... All these technical issues.
Yeah, fucking Google. It's bad enough hearing me once. Don't need to hear me twice.
There we go. Hopefully that won't make that weird noise again. It's so weird that keeps happening.
Is it doing it now, or does it just keep doing it?
No, it was doing it, and I couldn't hear you.
Oh.
Anyway,
Technology.
yes, technology is bad. What's this? John Quintero and Port Malcolm, I enjoyed your reviews of some Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. So it's one of my favourites of his too. You know what? John? I grew up watching Jean-Claude Van Damme movies as a kid, right? And I'm a big fan of action movies, like any man, you know. I don't think you can be classified as a man if you don't like action movies,
I was going to say, yeah.
you know. But yeah, there's a lot more reviews like that coming, John, and thanks for watching them because it's nice to know that somebody really likes them, you know.
It's always
Because
nice to hear good stuff.
because people don't comment that much, when you hear that somebody likes them, it kind of gives you that boost, so thanks for that. And there's a lot more coming, because eventually I'm going to review all his movies, as well as Steven Seagal, Chuck Norris, so forth, and everything else I review, you know. So thanks for watching, and keep an eye out, there'll be a lot more coming.
Cool.
You know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's the thing. It's like, I think that's what's stopping me getting back to my movie reviews. It's like, you know, just needing that.
I told you how to get views, do it naked.
Oh yeah, well, it's that. Was it PewDiePie did that thing where he put boobs in the thumbnail song? The way to get YouTubers, the way to get viewers is to put boobs in the thumbnail.
I have so much respect for PewDiePie, I just can't watch his videos. It's so horrible.
Yeah, no, I don't watch them all the time. Yeah.
Oh no, I know that, because that's what you call it. I mean, I'm so much respect for the guy for what he's accomplished.
Yeah.
And I want to get somewhere like that in the future, you know.
Yeah. But
exactly. Whenever I watch the videos, I'm just like,
just
after a few
you.
minutes, I'm like, I have to turn it, I have to go, I can't watch this, you know. And I'm like, wow, it just shows you what society's like for 30 odd million people watch that.
Yeah, no, exactly.
You know? But, you know, I have big respect for him. I probably have respect for him more than most of the other YouTubers on it because of what he's accomplished.
Because of what he's yeah. Oh, no, I just thought I'd mention it because, like you said about doing it naked. I was like, yeah, maybe I should put some poops in the thumbnail.
Look. And John didn't want to forget to tell you that you look very nice and warm today. Ooh.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm snuggled up because it's kind of cold here, unfortunately.
No, you got out of bed like 10 minutes ago, didn't you? Just put on the road.
Yeah, secretly. I was just like, oh, I better get up for that chat.
But yeah, so yeah, I think that's why, you know. But you should do a lot more things on your channel, you know, because it's just one thing I've realised, and I can say this because I haven't really done much lately.
Yeah.
It's if you don't do stuff, you're not going to get the views, you know.
No, exactly.
And it's something I've realised lately because I was looking at my views, because you know it tells you how many views you've got overall.
Yeah.
When I wasn't doing many, I was getting all the views I was getting were from the chats.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there and I'm like, but I used to get 100, 300 views a day.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm doing a lot more reviews. I've got a lot more in the pipeline. The next ones for today that are going to be put on are We Still Kill the Old Way and John Wick.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And then I'm probably going to do a couple of others tonight. I'm doing 2 at a minute just so that I can kind of get back into...
Yeah, get into the routine.
Yeah.
Doing it. I think the thing is because I've been playing, we've been playing games and that together, and because I loaned The Last of Us Remastered off friends, you know, and I need to get through that while I've got it on loan. It's, yeah, I'm really hoping to start doing movie night again on, from next Monday. You know, just take this week to get all set up and stuff. And
yeah,
I got my recliner chair today, so hopefully I'll be a lot more comfy with doing stuff. So.
Well, you know, I mean, that's the thing, you know. You got it came.
Yeah.
Nice. You'll have to show me what it looks like at some point.
Yeah, I may never leave it. But it'll be nice to. It's the kind of chair that it'll be nice to sit back and actually watch movies in. You know, just relax and so.
Well, see, I watch movies. The 2 places I watch movies is I either watch it sitting on that chair there.
Yeah.
I watch the TV, or I sit at the computer watch it. If it's DVD, most of the time I watch it on the computer.
Yeah, because you were watching SVU before it turned up.
Yeah, because Phil might go, why do you watch on your computer? Well, I don't like watching standard definition stuff on a HD TV.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because I always believe it's going to be blocky or something. So I like watching it on something. But even though a computer screen technically is HD,
Yeah.
it might. I just feel like it's better. You know, it's a weird thing. Maybe it's because to me this is my area. And
Yeah. It's your man cave.
yeah, what's this? John Wick is a really good action movie. It surprised me. Well, you know what? I actually think it's one of the best in the last 15 odd years because when I put it on, I was like, you know what? I'm looking forward to seeing Keanu Reeves. I've heard good things about it, and I was like, it looks like it's gonna be standard but interesting
Yeah.
because I got Donna bought for me for Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah.
And I put it on, and I was like, sure. I was like, here we go. It's the standard Russian stuff going on. Why did it always have to be foreign? Why did the bad guys always
Yeah, I
have to
know.
be
It's all those bloody Russians.
Yeah, why can't they be American? You know what I mean? It's always I've noticed in movies now the bad guys are always some sort of foreign entity.
Yeah. The
Right?
Americans have to be the heroes. It's...
But I was so glad when I saw Daniel Bernhardt in it, who was in Bloodsport 2, 3 and 4,
Yeah.
because I was like, this is another technically action star from the 90s.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was the main henchman, it made the movie better for me because I was like, wow, this is an action movie. You know?
Yeah.
The scene in the nightclub, particularly, is beautiful with the lighting and the light effects.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's this bit where he kills somebody and their hands go down this wall and it's like their shadow.
Oh,
And
nice.
it's so beautiful. Sadly, the whole film isn't like that,
Yeah.
but it has that. And I felt like the action was more realistic. Like, he shoots people in the head.
Right, yeah.
So, like, they're not going to get up again, are they, to attack him?
No.
If you watch a Steven Seagal movie, he breaks people's arms and they're gone for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
In reality, that would not happen.
No, exactly.
And also, like, for when he did end up fighting people, like, hand to hand, it was a struggle. It wasn't like, bam, bam, dead. It was like,
Yeah.
you know, trying to push the person away. Like, there's one where he's on top of someone, he's trying to force that knife into him.
Yeah.
You know, so I really liked the movie. I liked the end, but at the same time, I didn't. I thought the ending was quite disappointing, but I liked the whole reign. That's all I'll say. Until my review comes up, anyway.
Yeah.
John says you should definitely do a lot more reviews, Tash. I'd watch them for sure.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
Woo, hold on.
You know what? I did have a good week this week because I hit finally 80 subscribers.
Yay! I'm going to do something.
It's been bouncing around this 75 mark for like 6 months, so it was it was nice to finally hit like a round number, you know. Yeah.
Nice, congratulations.
So thank you to John and everybody that's watching or whatever. First, please, more will be coming soon. So, including 2 vlogs that are still sat on my computer waiting to be uploaded.
The videos that come after all the gaming sessions when she's got tired of them.
Yeah. I need a break. There's this guy that's 8 hours behind me, and he keeps keeping me up during the night. Oh, I tell you, I got to show you this quickly. Right, so I do artwork, right, obviously. And a while ago for Writers Group, I had to do posters for. There's this thing called National Poetry Day.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
And our writers group were doing stuff like posters and that, you know, like to promote poetry. So I had to do artwork for a good number of the poems. Anyway, I did the artwork for one of the poems, and the lady that it was her poem, she absolutely loved it. So she's kind of touted it everywhere, you know, like promoting it. And I just got this as a present. She's mounted it, but look at this. Look how fucking huge this is.
Was that your artwork?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So
let me click on your picture so people can see it. There we go. That is really, really nice.
So she wanted it done like a comic book, so that's why it's in the style that it is. So
Hey, think about it. You could have been a comic book writer.
I draw cartoons, but I did this in a proper comic book style, you know, like that kind of more blocky line drawn and stuff like that. So But yeah, and you know, obviously the comic book style
That is a nice
font and
gift,
stuff.
though, but she did that.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's very big, and it's awesome. It's an awesome display piece, but unfortunately, it's finding somewhere to put it. You know,
Yeah,
because the frame is quite big,
yeah.
you know, kind of thing. So, because obviously the bit inside is the actual poem, and then the mount bit is quite wide. So,
That
but I
is
just
really
wanted to
nice.
show that. That's quite,
Yeah.
you
You
know.
should be proud of that. That's lovely.
Yeah, although I do annoy because somebody went up to her and said how much they liked the artwork and that, and she turned around and said, "Yeah, would you believe as well? It's done by a blind person." I'm
Did
like,
she really say that?
"Yeah," I was like, well, "I'm not blind. I'm half blind, but you know." I don't like, because I feel like that's a different way of. I don't feel like that's the right kind of promotion that I want. If you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
you don't want to be
So
seen as blind. You want to be seen as a person.
no, exactly. And
John
like I say,
says.
it's like, oh, I'm half blind, but not.
John says that is absolutely brilliant. Great work.
Oh, thank you.
I think that's great.
So,
But
yeah,
you're wonderful, aren't you? You're doing something for the chats as well, aren't you? Like some
yeah.
sort of thing for
I'm
that.
doing a logo kind of
Yeah.
banner thing to go on the thumbnails. So
Oh, so people look forward to seeing that because it's going to be epic.
yeah,
Oh, that is really great though. It's a shame, you know. It's a shame you never got into the whole, doing comics and stuff.
well, like I say, it's like, you know, like I used to do like I say, I used to do cartoons for Gene Pitney when he used to go on tour, and when he went to Australia and met my friend there because she was longtime friends with him and stuff. He would be like, "Has Tash done a new cartoon?" You know, he'd be expecting the new cartoon to see. So it's nice to.
How incredible is that though? But someone you really, really think the world of actually
Yeah,
wants to see something you've
actually
made.
wants to. Yeah, exactly. Well,
So,
that's what
mate,
I've got. Sorry.
go on. What we're going to say?
Oh no, I was just gonna show like there. This is one of my signed ones.
Amazing. All right. Let me just stick the thing on you again.
Sorry,
Right. No. It's just that if I don't
this is
click on
quite
your
old,
picture,
so it's not
it's
that
just
good.
if I don't click on your picture, it just keeps going off. So I want to click on it so people could see it.
Yeah, but that's just a hand drawn one. So.
That's really good.
Shit. So
And
yeah.
that's talent. Still can't believe someone would go, "Oh, can you believe a blind person did that?" That's really horrible.
I mean, it's one thing to say, "Oh, it's it's somebody with a visual impairment. Can you believe they're able to do that?" That would be one thing, but to say I'm blind is like, well, I'm not blind, you know.
Just
I
incredible.
accidentally spilled my Coke.
Oh no. Getting
All over
flustered by
my.
all the people going, "It's awesome."
There's people. Yeah, but this is the problem because my parents, you know, they knew that I drew cartoons and stuff, and they were like, "Oh, you should submit to newspapers and stuff," and I was like, "That's not what I want to do. I love drawing as a hobby, but not as a. I couldn't do it as a full-time kind of
Oh, John's
job."
got a proposition for you. He says if he wants to get into comics, I have a friend who used to draw his own comics and has worked for DC and Marvel.
Oh wow!
You can start working for Marvel. Imagine it now.
It's amazing, you know, like when you see these people at like Comic-Con and that, and they've got their independent comics and stuff,
Yeah.
and it's like, I love the art of storytelling, and I think I would really struggle to do it in a small confine, you know, as something like, I know comics you do issues obviously and you build up, but I think I would struggle to do that and keep up with it.
You know what? I think if it was me, I'd do the same.
Yeah.
Because I've always felt comics are great, but I've also felt like if I made mine, I would make them bigger. Because I always feel they get cheated. Like if you let's say you wait every week or every month.
Yeah.
Right. And you've got a 32 page. Look at your X-Files one, for instance.
Oh yeah, yeah. 22 pages to tell a story.
It doesn't work. In my view, it's like that's why I always buy the graphic. That's why I always buy the graphic novels because you get the full story.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, people say graphic novels are not worth like comics, but I'd rather have a graphic novel with the whole story.
Yeah.
Than have one little comic. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, my drawing's good. Do you want to see one of my drawings? Do you want to see me draw
Yeah.
something? Let me show what my drawing's like. It's going to amaze you. Let me show you. Hold on.
Yeah.
And here we go. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Here he is. My drawing. I'm such a quick drawer. This is what my drawings look like. They look. I've got to be honest. They look better than Tash's. So don't. But don't
Yeah,
give me praise.
I'm
Right?
gonna get jealous now.
Don't give me a praise. Don't praise me because, as everyone said, visually impaired and everything. Here we go.
Yeah.
There it is. That's my drawing quality right there.
Wow, that's a.
Now
I've
that's
got frying
better.
pan and everything.
Yep. Now that's better. Is that not better or what? Look at that.
That's amazing.
No, seriously, when I draw, that's basically what I draw like. So it's like,
Is that your you're drawing?
I had a
your
folder.
characters,
My mum made a folder years ago because I used to draw faces.
Oh yeah.
And they were really bad, like lopsided and everything.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, my mum used to have them in a folder. She always said they were weird and she'd keep them. I wish I had them so I could show them, but they got destroyed.
Oh yeah.
She threw them in the bin.
Oh, that's a
But
shame.
no, I'm not a good drawer. I've never been good at drawing, never been good at things, artistic things.
I think everybody's good at something in their own way, and it's like sometimes people are like, "Oh, I'm shit at drawing." It's like, well, you see some of those art exhibits, and it's
Yeah.
not that they're good at drawing; they've just created something that's
Well, this is
quite,
the thing. I
personal.
remember telling my stepdad, I said, everything's art. I
Yeah.
said, someone can be sick on the pavement. You take a picture of that, that's art.
Mm,
You know?
exactly.
Different people have different things. Blood splatter everywhere. It's art. You just
Oh
have to look
God,
at
yeah.
it in different ways.
Yeah.
But I've never been somebody with that kind of mind. I've always felt like people, like you said, that everyone's good at something.
Yeah.
I'm good at running my mouth and I'm good at cracking jokes at certain times,
Yeah.
a lot like my dad. But I've never been somebody who's been great at art. So I appreciate art.
Yeah.
When I see it, like when I see yours, I go, wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing, it's
Yeah.
incredible. But I've never been somebody that looks, like I can look on a wall and see a man holding a penis. And
Yeah.
I can go, you know what, this has got its own kind of art, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'll rather look at something like what you showed earlier.
Yeah.
Because to me, that's more arty in my view.
Yeah. Yeah.
But everything's art to everybody, really. It's just different people.
Yeah, it's just different interpretation. I can't paint to save my life. If you give me some paint, I will go, I can't do this. That was the annoying thing at everybody, like my parents really thought I was going to go on and do art and stuff like that. And I was like, I can't paint. I don't have any interest in doing painting. I just cannot. But my mum is really good at, it turns out, we were doing some family history. A friend of mine was helping me do family history. And it turned out pretty much everybody on my mum's side of the family has been into sign making and some kind of design in that kind of way. But my mum's very good at looking at a photo and being able to copy it,
Nice.
from but she's always said she was always jealous of the fact that I could just draw something from scratch or off memory kind of things. So,
Well,
but
sorry to cut you up there.
No.
My mum, out of everybody I knew, my mum was always the crafts arts person.
Yeah.
My mum ran a crafting group and taught kids how to do like pan mache and how to make things, and my mum can draw nowhere as good as you can, but she can draw, and she can draw and take pictures and stuff like that. She's a really artistic person. At the moment, she makes cards,
Yeah.
But I never had that gene. I never had that gene. Whenever she used to take me to group, I'd be bored shitless.
Yeah.
Because I've never been able to be that great. Maybe it's because my mum never took the time. Like, she used to paint these little figures.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah.
And she'd try and get me to paint them, and I'd end up painting them all one colour.
Yeah.
And she'd be putting all the details on them, and I used to be like, how can you do this?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
We used to get as kids, I don't know if you remember them, the Plaster of Paris figures. that you could get. You would get like the condom style sheaths, like you could get Mario and stuff like that. And you'd do the plaster of Paris inside, and I remember us making those, and it came time to paint them, and I sucked at painting them. Like,
You're talking about plaster casting.
Yeah, whatever it was, yeah.
Because my mum, that's what my mum did for a living when I was a kid.
Oh, really? Yeah.
She used to get those condom things, as you call them.
Yeah.
And she'd do them, and you had to be careful they didn't get bubbles in them.
Yeah. I
And
remember my dad always tapping them and stuff.
She'd do them, and then she'd paint them, and then she'd sell them. And she used to make big money from it.
And that's what yeah.
She did it for years and years. She had people like Mario and people like Farthing Wood and stuff.
Oh, nice, yeah.
I think else it was. There was just hundreds and hundreds of them she had.
Yeah.
And it was so easy to do the plaster casting bit, but it was the painting and that.
It was the painting, yeah.
She used to sell to warehouses and everything.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. So I'm glad you brought that up. What's this? You should be in a chapel drawing pictures all day, Malcolm.
Yeah, exactly. You should be doing like wall art and stuff. We've got people commenting on the YouTube channel.
Oh,
hello
sorry.
to Alex and Cass.
Oh, hello, Alex.
Well, Last Tash, Avenger.
Hey guys, what you been up to today? Oh well, Tash, that's incredible. You should charge for it. I'm guessing. I'm guessing it's talking about your bar there.
Yeah. Well, if anybody wants to see my artwork, they just have to look at your awesome channel banner.
There we go. Hey guys, hope you're good. What would be the perfect subscription box contain? Theme items included. That's interesting. That's an interesting question, actually.
That's a good question. Yeah.
I'll read this one quickly while we finish that one from James. I've never been that good at painting either. So I guess we're part of the same club then.
Yeah.
Alright, so what would be the perfect thing in the box?
Oh, God. Just decent, like, figures either from gaming or movies. They would be my favourite things. You know, like say, I would love a decent Chucky figure.
That would be nice.
You know, like, kind of like the good 10 inches tall or something, you know, that stands up. You probably can get them, but I've not really looked. But that would be awesome.
You can get 3-foot ones.
I know, I don't want a fucking 3-foot. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. I don't want a 3-foot one because that's just too big. I just want something I can stand on my geek shelf kind of thing.
So you want something about? So you want about 10 inches then, yeah?
Yeah, that sounds so rude. You know, nice. You know what? Like say, this month's I haven't uploaded it yet, but this month's arcade block really disappointed me. But the best thing in it was a Halo. It was one of those Mega Blocks things, which I didn't think much of. I ended up getting Donna to do it because I can't do the Mega Blocks because they're too fiddly and small. But it was a decent, when it was put together, it was one of the Covenant gliders, and it came with a little figure sat on it and everything, and I thought that was really cool. So I'd like some, you know, like some of the spaceships or whatever from some games and stuff like that. Some decent, I can't pinpoint something particularly, I think, because I like so many different movies and games, but just decent stuff, not cheap tat. Like stupid lanyards.
Well, I'd actually like to get that Jason plushie on the bloody horror block picture.
Oh,
that's not the reason I subscribed in the first place, because I wanted that plushie.
Yeah. Oh, the arcade block had like a Master Chief helmet. I was like, I want that sat on my shelf.
I don't want cheap little things. I don't want the things that they put in there which are crap. I throw them away. I didn't bother putting the whole block this month on because all I cared about was the comic and the 2 shirts. The rest of it, I threw in the bin. And I was like, I'm not even going to bother doing it because by the time I get my other block, there's hundreds of them up anyway.
Yeah.
But if someone's going to be perfect in my box, it'd be like a Jason Voorhees plushie because I really like the way it looks. A Funko Pop of something I actually want.
Yeah.
2 shirts. Rue Morgue. And naked pictures of female scream queens. That'd be great. That'd be perfect for me, I think. And maybe a picture of Kurt Russell topless.
Yeah, nice.
Not because I want to see him topless, because I think it'd be great having him in the Pliskin eye patch with the top off, because it'd be quite a
Yeah,
nice picture to have on the wall.
yeah,
Maybe a drawing of him. That'd be nice, I think.
yeah.
Something like that,
Yeah.
you know?
That's the thing, like you say, I think it would be nice if they had a theme where, like you say, with the Rue Morgue, in a way, it would be nice if they could license some comics, you know, like where you picked. Like, if you've got,
Yeah.
say, something like, either, because they don't really do, like, a sci-fi block or something, you know, they don't really do anything like that.
Yeah, but think about it. If they did a sci-fi block, half the stuff in the arcade block and horror block would be in that.
Yeah, well, that's true. But you know what, I'm just saying as a general, you know, because then you could say, oh, well, you could select, say, oh, I want the Firefly comic or the Angel comic or something like that. You know, it would be nice to go, oh, that would be a nice thing to add into the block, you know,
Well,
kind
the
of
thing
thing.
is, to be fair, I want an anime block.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
I'm surprised they haven't done that yet.
I want an anime block so I can get it for Donna.
Yeah.
You know, a proper block, not saying about as something stupid like because animation anime is completely different. Because they end up putting things in there like Madagascar and stuff, I reckon, and it's not.
Yeah, yeah.
We've got another question. Last Avengers, hi you two. Did you watch the Saved by the Old reunion on the Jimmy Fallon show?
No, I didn't.
I did.
We don't get the Jimmy Fallon show.
I watched it on YouTube.
Oh, really?
And you know what? I liked it, but I tell you, what's his name? I don't know. I don't know. The guy who played Zach. I know his name. I just can't think of it.
Yeah.
He looked the oldest out of all of them. And Elizabeth Berkley looked like she had such makeup on, but she'd had plastic surgery.
Yeah.
You know, the only way
Probably had plastic surgery.
Probably had. I mean, it was fun to watch, but seeing Mr. Building even bigger was like, oh no.
Yeah.
I was so bad for that bloke because when I saw him on Saved by the Bell originally, he was great.
Yeah.
And now he just looks massive. You know? I mean, I got that against him, but I feel bad for him because it's just.
No, you feel. It is kind of sad though when you see, especially people from stuff you kind of grew up with. Essentially, it's then sad. Like, because I know you got the Wonder Years, didn't you, on DVD?
Yeah.
Recently. Was that when from CX or where? That was when you were out and about, wasn't it? Or...
Yeah, I got that from Best Buy.
Yeah. Sorry, Best Buy.
CX and Best Buy, two completely different shops.
When you see those all grown up, I mean, Fred Savage doesn't look too bad, but the other ones, it's all like...
His brother, Ben Savage, looks worse than he does.
Really?
And he's younger.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, it's horrible because when you watch that, like, I remember watching Saved by the Bell as a kid and be like, oh yeah, I want to be like Zach, you know, and all that stuff, you know, like most kids probably did.
Yeah.
You know, I wish I had Kate Kapowski as my girlfriend, you know, stuff like that, ridiculous stuff. Now when you think, geez, what is my problem?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I watched that reunion, I was like, well, Timothy Ambrose still looks decent, you know.
Yeah.
Mario Lopez looks great.
Yeah.
It's got to be in the Gen X because he's always looked good, you know.
Right.
But I was looking at the others and I was like, wow, they've really got a lot older. And when you see it, like you said, it's so weird because it makes you realize how much older you're getting too.
No.
So, because I remember watching it, I was like 8, and now I'm like, wow, it has nearly been 20 years ago for me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where does the time go?
Yeah.
You know, we've got some things here. Are you guys excited about Law and Order possibly coming back on the air? Yeah.
Really? Is it coming back?
Apparently. I've started watching it, so yeah. I've been watching it recently. So, ooh. So yeah, that's good news.
How cheap are those boxes? The artwork.
It's got that. Right, you got that, and then you got that on the back. Look at that. That's terrible. Right?
Yeah.
And then you open it up, you've got the disc inside.
Half the back, even half the back. I mean, the front is bad enough, but half the back there is blank. The top half.
I can't see why they can't do what NCIS do. Because NCIS, which I got in the post yesterday, they have these cases too.
Yeah.
But when you open it up, it has like 2 of the characters on each case or something.
Yeah.
Why not just do that?
See, I don't like those packs where they're like, you'll have like 1 or 2 discs in those slimline things. It's like, why not just do them in a frigging flickbook?
Yeah, I don't know. I prefer
Digipack.
I prefer these. I prefer these packs.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people
Exactly.
don't, but I do, because not only does it save ROM, but it's got all the discs in. I don't like the flimsy cardboard cases.
No.
I'll show you why in a minute, because I showed you earlier.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Look how tatty this was when I got it. Look at that. I got this from
That's
Amazon
just
brand new,
awful.
and it's so tatty already, and I'm like, wow, I might as well buy it off of eBay.
Show the up in the corner, the scratches up in the corner bit
Oh, yeah,
on the front.
Let's see, can I see it?
Just bet, yeah. That's better. Yeah, now it's
Yeah, not
that's
bad,
just
look at that.
awful.
And it's supposed to be brand new.
I'd have sent that back and gone, I'm sorry, you've sent me second-hand goods.
Oh, I tell you, that's what I feel like doing.
Oh, don't. Sorry.
Let's. I've got a couple more questions. Are you guys excited? I've done that one. We enjoyed your 2 days time reviews, Malcolm. Thanks, James. If there was a Funko Pop of me, would you like one? No.
No.
Actually,
No
yes, I
offense,
would.
James.
I would. And I'd
You
put
get a
white.
bobblehead.
I would.
Bobblehead version.
I'd put white creamy stuff on the top of the head. There you go. That answers your question.
Do a
Let's see.
bobblehead version.
Imagine people be kicking like this. Yeah. And get to say things like laugh and everything.
Yeah, just giggle away.
Justin Huru, if I said that right, I apologize if I haven't, says hello.
Oh, hello. Oh, don't. You say about second-hand stuff. I had to take my phone in today to get fixed, so it's been sent away. So I pay insurance so that I get given a replacement phone to tide me over until my one comes back. But I get given this phone, and I swear, my mate Donna was there with me because she'd obviously helped me get into town and stuff. And this thing, I swear, it looked like it had snot on the front. It had some gack on the front and stuff. And Donna was like, yeah, we'll get some antiseptic wipes to wipe that down. And I looked at it earlier, and it's got, clearly from the last person that used it, it's got contact details, it's got text messages. They hadn't even cleared it before loaning it out again. I'm like, what does it take to format a phone quickly?
Was
so
there
I'm going to go
anything
in
interesting on there?
I didn't. I kind of saw. I didn't look, but I kind of saw, like something agreeing to something, and there was messages about voicemail and stuff, and I'm like, okay. I mean, like, I didn't open the text, but you can see the first bit of the text on the. I was like, I cannot believe this, that they would, just not, more to the point, why didn't the person before, like, actually, like, before giving it back, format it? But
so if it was me, I'd have
annoyed me that Vodafone hadn't.
If it was me, I'd have been sending texts to people going, hello, how you doing? And saying things like, can you meet me at this gay bar? And
yeah, hi, you're a good looking guy.
Yeah. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
I remember my mum found a SIM card on the floor once. And this was back in the days where everything went to your SIM card and not your phone.
Yeah, not to your phone, yeah.
And she put it in, and it had this woman begging this bloke back to be her boyfriend. So I used to send her texts. Right? And she'd go, why do you keep ignoring me when I talk to you in the street when you talk to me on the phone? What? It was fun, But, it's so weird. Why didn't they format the phone? It's just like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, or clean it,
I mean, especially phones nowadays. Phones nowadays, you can wipe them in seconds.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm a decent, I consider myself a decent person. Like you say, I could have easily stolen those numbers and names and looked up details and stuff. I could have hacked stuff, if I wasn't. And it just blows my mind. Or harass, just in a jokey way even. I could have harassed those people. But it's it's stupid that they haven't given that data protection essentially to those people.
Well, I was talking to my cousin last night, and he was going on about people having pictures of their partners naked on their phone.
Oh God, yeah.
Right? And he was saying to me, Mel, don't have pictures of Don on your phone. I was like, I don't need to have pictures of Don on my phone. I'm married to
You
the
have the
woman.
real thing there.
Yeah, I've understood that. Right? If I'm dating someone or I'm with somebody, I can see them naked anytime I like because I'm with them.
Yeah.
Why would
That's
I need
what
to
I
on my
didn't get
phone?
about the whole, like when the Jennifer Lawrence and Beyonce and all those photos leaked. I'm like, well, here's an idea. Don't upload pictures of yourself to. Why are you sending these pictures?
Well, I'll tell you what I thought when they happened. I thought, hell yeah, let's get some of those
Oh yeah,
pictures on the computer. But no, seriously, I don't get it. Like, every picture I've had on my phone has been, well, on my old phone. I was in England.
yeah.
So I ain't got my mobile phone, have I?
No, I was gonna say you don't know.
Well, it was of, like, before I met Donna, both my pictures were of my mum and my dad because I had two phones. I
Yeah,
had one of my mum and on one phone, one of my dad, as the wallpapers.
yeah,
When I got with Donna, I had a picture of Donna, and every picture I've had of Donna has always been fully clothed and everything, because I think it's disrespectful to have a picture of somebody naked and having it on a phone.
yeah,
Because let's say I take pictures on naked with my phone, let's say I lose that phone. Somebody can see that, could upload it online, everybody's going to see my wife naked. No thank
yeah.
you.
Exactly.
I can see my wife now while I'm in bed with her if I want to, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah,
especially when you live with the person, why the hell would you take the pictures?
yeah, yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
Just strange.
Well, it's like, yeah, but it goes to, because it's interesting in a way, because like I got a friend, the guy that I used to fancy. He
You mean
I
James? You mean James Johnson, yeah?
he turned on his phone once, and there was this picture of this random, like naked model person on his wallpaper, and he's like, "Oh, just ignore that," and I'm like, "That's an odd thing to have as your wallpaper." I mean, there's this wonderful thing called computers and the internet now. Why have a little screen with this tiny picture? Like I have a picture of my dog and cat on my phone as my wallpaper. I could easily get a hunky guy on the wallpaper, but
yeah, I'll tell you
that's what the computer's for.
Let me tell this story. When I went to Comic Con, when I was with Donna, I was so bored. I went in the toilet, called her up on Skype, and had a wank. Right?
Yeah,
a Comic Con, right? Now, I can do that because there's, what do you call it? Because it's not on the phone.
Yeah.
I'm talking to the person. So why do people do that? People like naked pictures of women. I've never understood why. You don't see me looking at naked pictures of women all the time, do you?
No. Well, I don't know. I don't see your computer cons.
Well, considering me and Donna share the same computer and laptop,
you're probably not a good idea to. Yeah.
I'd be murdered.
But like I say, this is why I have a computer. Well, this isn't why I have a computer, but I have a computer. I don't have to look at it on my little phone, kind of thing.
No. Tash, do you remember the Ernest movies like Ernest Goes to Jail, etc.? That's from James.
I do. The problem is with the Ernest movies, we've talked about these before. The problem is they just got so samey. They're fun at the start, but they just get the same old stuff. And I hate all that gurning and like the musical cue. They're fun, but they just got a bit too much after.
Me personally, I think the Ernest movies were great for their time, but I think they're really dated and crap now.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when I think they're more like they're a good laugh when you're a kid and stuff, but I think as you get older, it's just like.
Don't get me wrong, I'd probably watch one and still laugh, but I won't be able to watch the other to laugh either.
No.
I'd probably have to wait a couple of years between watching each one.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not bad movies; they're just movies of their time.
Yeah, and like you say, you have to be in the right kind of mood for them. There are some comedies just like that,
It's like if you watch Sapphire and Steel, the TV show. It's so dated now.
Yeah.
But it's something you'll just watch and you'll be like, eh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like watching Spitting Image. Unless you grew up knowing who those people were and stuff, like the politicians and that they were making fun of, it's going to go completely over your head. And thankfully, I grew up in a time when it was on, but at the same time, I was a kid when it was first on, so I get some of the people that they're taking them, but there's some others I'm just like, I have no idea who that's supposed to be, kind of thing.
Well, it's like impression shows. If you don't watch them in the day when they were done, you don't know they're doing impressions of, are you?
No, exactly.
So it's one of those things where, again, it's very of its time and dated.
That's like I got, like I say, I got best bits of Adam Sandler on Saturday Night Live, and I thought it was, because I enjoy his older movies, I thought it would be a laugh. Except I watched it, and it was very much of the time, and I didn't have the same laugh from it that I would have got if it had been like a movie or something.
Talking about Saturday Night Live, I wanted to get the old box sets from the 70s of it.
Oh, yeah. With Chevy Chase and Bill Murray and all that stuff. Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd and Steve Martin.
Yeah, the decent crew,
The best group probably that happened.
Yeah.
And then I was like, because they've got Conehead spokes, Conehead on there where it originally come from.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I want to buy these because these are going to be really dated.
Yeah.
And I'm like, will I enjoy it? And then I'm like, one day I'll buy one and give it a go. But right now, I'm just going to buy myself some NCIS.
They're quite expensive though as well.
They're only about $12.
Oh, it's not too bad, but
8 discs for a whole season. But
yeah,
probably they haven't released any of the other seasons. They've just released like the first 4 or 5, and I'm like,
yeah.
So I've got an update for people if they don't know. I rebought Red 2 because it got stolen when I got burgled.
I haven't seen Red 2 yet.
Me neither. My copy had a slipcover and those bastards stole it. They could have at least left the slipcover behind. So now I've got
to have it back again. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the film back. Plus got my favourite actors in it.
Yeah. I liked the first Red. It was really silly, but...
Byung-hun Lee, that bloke right there. He's one of my favourite actors. Come on, show him. Zoom in.
It's not focusing. Oh, nearly had it then. Anyway, he's got awesome hair by the looks of it.
Yeah, he's one of my favourite Korean actors. So I'm happy using it because that makes me want to watch it more.
I really liked the first Red. It was really kind of tacky in a way, but I really enjoyed it. It's a good action film.
And I bought The Fault in Our Stars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my cousin goes, why did you buy that? Because Fault in Your Stars is terrible. And I'm like, I like these soppy kind of movies.
Yeah. Nice
I like sitting down, and sometimes I like crying about them. When I watched The Walk to Remember when I was a kid, I cried.
Yeah. It's funny, we're playing Last of Us. I've played it twice before. I've seen it. Everybody knows the beginning, and I was still sat there tearing up at the beginning bit. I was just like, why am I crying?
and then I got NCIS season 10 and 11.
Oh, nice.
Which when these slipcases went series 9, which I bought from CEX, was in a normal case.
Yeah, but I had that. I did it when I showed off my TV box sets. When I got my season 11, it came in like a DVD case, like you were showing with the Family Guy one.
Yeah.
It didn't, but all the other sets come in the individual. Now it turned out that the version I'd gotten, the season 11, was like European version, which I wasn't very happy about, because I'd been led to believe that it was a England release, but it turned out it was an import. But it's interesting to see that Europe get the like the DVD case style, as opposed to the individual slimline cases.
I hate slimline cases. I've hated them for years.
They're so easily breakable and flimsy in there.
Yeah, and the cardboard cases get so bloody. Like they'll get
scuffed.
And they'll get like when you open them up, before you even open them up, you can see the edges are scuffed.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, sod off. It's supposed to be no.
Yeah.
All I need now is I think it's season 5 and 8 of NCIS. I've got the whole collection.
Nice.
Yeah, today, and then I can finally watch them all, because I used to watch them with my nan.
Yeah.
I used to sit in the living room and watch them with her. And
I love NCIS, but it is starting to suffer with crime procedural drama syndrome.
Well, I was reading up on season 11, the reviews.
Yeah.
And they were going, the chemistry between the cast isn't the same now that Bishop's in. And it's like, how would she be in that team when she's so stupid? And I was like, I've got no idea who Bishop is. And then I looked at the cover, I was like, oh, that must be Bishop.
She's a
You know?
blonde-haired lady.
Yeah.
I don't mind her. It's nice, you know what? It's kind of nice that they've not tried to bring in another love interest for Tony. It's nice that she's married and stuff like that. But it's nowhere near the same dynamic. It's not. I mean, you won't know, but Kate was awesome. Then Ziva came in, and she was awesome in her own way. And of course, she was the long-running character. And now they brought in this,
Really,
and I
really
can
sexy,
understand.
Oh, look, somebody's hard and all that. Yeah, they can't see you.
Hello, Donna.
I don't care, you know, I'm alright, aren't you? You look really, really hot. Come on, give me some sexy poses. Come on, quickly. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 See you later. What were you saying, sorry?
I shouted out hello, Donna. I didn't realise, of course, you got your headphones plugged in, so she wouldn't have heard me. So.
Sorry about that. I always get distracted when she walks in the room. That's married life, guys. When you're married and you love your wife, you get distracted when she walks in the room. So what were you saying? Sorry.
But sorry. I like Bishop. I like that she's not like supposedly a love interest for Tony. You know that she's married and stuff. Kate was a good character. Ziva was the long-running strong character. But Bishop, I think the problem is the rest of the team are starting to get stale.
Yeah.
And Bishop has come in and she's not being handled because she's having to fill very big boots. And I just don't feel like the team's the same. And certainly the current season, season 12, it's just not very good. It's, like I say, it's starting to very badly reek of that kind of crime procedural drama where it's outlived its time kind of thing. Well, I love NCIS. Before anybody jumps on I love NCIS, and I'm still watching it, but it's not as good.
Well, you know, I suppose I watched 6 episodes. I'm going to fight you on that and say it's awesome, but it's the best show ever, and I think you're out of line.
It should go forever and ever.
Yes. No, seriously though, if I'm honest, I think they should kill off Abby, because that would be better.
You don't like Abby.
I haven't liked Abby since the very first episode I ever saw. I don't know why, I just can't stand her. Maybe it's that whole kind of, I don't know what look she goes for, but I just don't like it. She just annoys me. You know, kill off Abby, kill off Bishop, keep Ducky and keep Gibbs and the other guy. What's his name?
McGee or Denozo?
Denozo, keep Denozo and then just have it as a 3-man show.
Yeah.
Make it better. What gets me though is when they have this is why England shows don't get so tiresome straight away, because they've only got like 6 or 12 episodes.
Yeah.
But American shows, those shows have like 24 per season.
Yeah.
So they've already almost had 300 episodes, which is a hell of a lot.
It's a
Law
lot,
and Order, Special Victims Unit, at 350.
Yeah.
After 350 episodes, you can't do anything new. Not really.
No. Oh my God! As we were saying the other day when we were chatting on PSN, you know, CSI. My God, 15, 16 seasons, and there's only so many times you can say. I mean, obviously there's different crimes and stuff, but you just get so tired. You're just like, yeah, we know who's done it. We know what's happening. Blah 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 blah. And at least like Miami and New York finished. I don't know why they're still flogging the CSI horse.
Yeah, I don't get that either. Because New York and Miami finished season 10.
Yeah.
I just saying the box sets over here, them are horrendous. They all look pirated because of the way they look.
Yeah.
And I think CSI is well past its prime. It should be ended. As soon as Grissom left, it should have ended. Because Los Fishbone sucks.
Yeah, Grissom, yeah.
Ted Danson sucks.
Yeah.
Just, you know, they wouldn't have carried it on without David Caruso or Gary Since and the others.
No,
so why doing this one? You know, and then you've got NCIS. what is it? NCIS Los
Or
Angeles.
Los Angeles, yeah.
I haven't watched any of that, but I'm getting the collection so I can watch it. Apparently, that's more action packed.
I
My
watched because obviously they've got a crossover arc in the normal NCIS. So I checked out the first couple episodes of NCIS LA, and I was just like, eh. And it is more action packed and stuff like that, but I just don't enjoy it anywhere near as much.
well, I'm looking forward to seeing New Orleans when it comes out on DVD.
Yeah.
I just want them to start releasing them all out on Blu-ray.
Have you seen Law and Order UK?
No, but my mum has, and she said it's horrendous.
Really? I haven't watched it, but
She said it's terrible. But how can you have a Law and Order in the UK?
I know.
Let's see there. Bradley Walsh. I got kicked out of Coronation Street. Boo, boo, written on the thing. At EastEnders headquarters. We don't want you, Bradley Walsh. Boom, boom. At the Emmerdale headquarters.
You see, you do the boom boom. Yeah, but the problem is you do the boom boom bit, and it just makes you figure.
Yeah. Yeah, a bit like The Last of Us.
Oh my god! I have to explain this. Me and Malcolm were chatting away while he was doing Spider-Man 2, and I was playing Last of Us because I've got Last of Us remastered on loan. And I'm playing, and we're chatting away, and all of a sudden, I'm in this area, and it's nice and quiet, and I've got the settings so that the game volume is lower, obviously, than the chat volume. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there was like this drum just going, doo, doo. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it went, doo, doo, doo. And I'm like, what's going on? And it just kept every now and then, and it was really freaking me out. And I was just like, will you please stop that now?
It was funny. It's funny when you play when you're talking to somebody and you're both playing separate games at the same time. It's so weird.
Yeah, like you're talking. Like I found it yesterday. I was getting frustrated with something on my game. I was like, "Why won't you die already?" And then Donna's playing Disney Infinity, and she was like, "Oh, they're not dying," and stuff like that. And I was like, "That's so funny."
We've got a comment. Cass says the subscription boxes would be better if they maybe had less items but better stuff instead of the silly stuff you can't really do anything with.
Yeah.
I wish they'd have more comics in them.
Yeah.
It just...
I hate this stupid little freaking this month's arcade block came with badges, and I'm like, well, what am I going to do with these?
You need to wear them.
Well, yeah. Or stupid stickers or that, but like you say, as Cass said, or like you said, comics and that would be fun. But as you said, there's that kind of thing where it's like, well, just more stuff, even if it's less stuff but better items, then it wouldn't be so bad.
Well, I hate, why can't I do a comic block?
Yeah.
50 comics for $10.
Yeah.
That would not happen, but it would be good if it did.
That would be excellent, yeah.
It's like all these mega crates and these mega blocks. I'm like...
you're never going to win it.
Yeah, I've seen people win them and post them on YouTube. And I'm like, I'm never going to get one. And most of the time, I'm like, do I really want to Wii U?
No, yeah.
Then they normally put all their Funkos with it, and I'm like, do I want any of this?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if I won a Wii U, I'd be like, oh. It's like right now, Donna goes to Albertsons.
Yeah.
And at the moment, they've got, like at McDonald's, they've got the Monopoly thing.
Oh, yeah.
They've got that, but except they've got on a sheet where you get these things when you buy in shopping, and then you put on a thing and you might win $1 million or something.
Yeah.
And me and I went to her last night, oh, if we won $1 million, what would you do? And I said, well, if I won $1 million, I'd take her somewhere really nice, get a Pampers,
Yeah.
And
you're taking her out this week, aren't you?
Yeah, we're going out tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're going to go out, we're going to trade the games in, we're going to go out and have a beautiful romantic candlelit dinner, and I'm going to bring her home and I'm going to give her loads of orgasms.
Give her, yeah. Give her what for?
No, seriously, not being rude now.
No, that's fine.
We're going to trade in, we're going to look in the shops, and we're going to have a nice romantic dinner, and then I'm probably going to let on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
playing a game or something. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it depends what happens, because as much as we do love each other, we spend a lot of time together. We both have our own things we do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Exactly.
if she's in the mood, then we'll probably spend more time together in the evening, like after and that. If she's not, she'll probably go to bed and sleep, and
Yeah.
you know, it depends. It depends. I constantly gets tired because she does so much.
Yeah.
I mean, what people forget is when you're married, me and married, Dad does a lot of the housework,
Yeah.
without even asking me to do it, because she's like, you focus on doing YouTube and other stuff, and I'm
Right.
like, okay.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like I don't pressure her into having sex or anything, because I
Yeah.
feel like if you do that, then it's not real, is it?
No. No. Exactly.
So depending on how it goes tomorrow, we might spend time together, do things, and make love, whatever. If not, we might just end up talking.
No. No. That'd be nice.
I'm not one of those guys that pressures women into doing that.
But you were
You
saying
know.
about getting nice stuff and that, and
Oh
doing.
yeah, she gets some nice stuff. Like yesterday, she went out and she bought a whole load of clothes,
Yeah.
and I gave her the money for it because I said to her, "Your wife, does she go? Is she a goer? Is she into photography?"
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Say no more.
Oh, I see.
It's Monty Python.
Yeah, I thought I knew it.
Yeah.
She does actually. You know what? She learned photography from her last husband.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's a great photographer. Can do really amazing pics.
Yeah.
Again, it's not something I'm good at, but she's
I
great.
bet they weren't expecting you to have a serious answer to that one.
Yeah, I bet. But yeah, she's very good photographer. She's good at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and she's a goer. And
Yeah. Yeah.
but seriously, yeah. So tomorrow's
When
gonna
you
be fun.
started that, I was like, wow, that's a bit out of line. And then you went photography. I was like, oh, I get it.
Yeah, when first I was like, but then when photography, I was like, I know that's from something funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know when you think about it, you're like, I know this, and then you're like,
Yeah.
but
You're like,
I
oh,
don't.
is it?
You're
That was
like,
what I was like, yeah.
I know this, but I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
No, I'm not stupid, so I'll stay quiet. You know? But yeah. So tomorrow should be a nice day.
Oh,
You
that'd be
know.
nice. It's like you were
Um,
saying, in a way, it's like, because they're looking at getting me a relief carer for the weekend. And, because me and my mate Donna, she knows, because she helps me out with some of my YouTube videos and stuff like that. She knows I do this. She always wishes me well for the chat. She always says to say hi to you guys, to you, Malcolm, and that.
I don't know.
I
Hi, you're
didn't
not
pass
there,
on.
but it's there.
I didn't pass on her wishes when she wished you well when you were feeling ill, so I apologise
Well,
for
that's
that.
nice, isn't it? Oh, you
Um,
wish him well. I won't tell him, so he hates you. Yeah.
but she's supportive of that. She's always like, oh, when's your next review going to be and stuff like that. And it's just when somebody new comes in, it's like having to explain to them, well, Friday nights is my night of playing, Malcolm at games and stuff like that. It's trying to explain to somebody else what you do, kind of
Yeah.
thing, as you're kind of, oh, well, I got a movie to watch tonight or something like that, review it.
It's hard because I always say to people how lucky I am because Donna's such a good wife. She's very easy with me on stuff.
Yeah.
As a lot of people won't be.
No.
And in a
Yeah.
way, it's kind of like if you were like you said, but if you're a relief care on weekends, kind of thing.
Yeah.
If people don't know what you do, then they're like, should you really be doing that?
Yeah, it's like if they see my get up, like with my tripod and my computer set up and stuff like that, and my editing software being open, it's like, well, why are you doing that? You can't sit at a computer for long or something like that. It's like you
Here's a
should
question.
really cut back on doing that.
Question of the day for you, Tash. Ready from James.
Yeah.
Tash, is that a Ghostbusters 2 T-shirt you're wearing?
No, most definitely not. It's a Walking Dead T-shirt. It's a handprint. I don't know if you can see it clearly. Yeah.
That's quite nice.
It's got Rick. It's got the silhouettes at the bottom. I don't know if you can.
Is that Metreon down the bottom as well? With the sold?
So.
Oh no, can't hear me.
And I realised I couldn't hear you because my headphone came out.
I said, was that Metreon?
Oh, hang on, it's come out again. Say again, sorry.
I said, was that Metreon with the sold as well?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure one of them's Daryl and the other one's Glenn, probably.
No, it is just literally Rick, Daryl, and Michonne, and then the rest of the zombies and walkers in the background.
Okay.
So. But it's really cool. I just like that, and it's a long sleeve T-shirt, so.
Yeah, they're always nice.
But it's a nice. I like the handprint and stuff. It's nice and creepy. So. But that was from Shirt Punch, so.
Yeah, I like Shirt Punch. I just don't know how long they take.
Yeah. I have all of one Ghostbusters T-shirt, so.
Well, didn't you burn the rest?
Yeah.
Talk about a running joke.
Yeah. But
dear.
But yeah, no, I'm playing so many games at the moment. But like you say, that's the thing. You know, if somebody sees my editing software get up and stuff like that, it's like, well, you know, you can't be sat at a computer for long. You shouldn't be doing that. It's like, but this is what I do as a creative outlet, you know, kind of thing.
Well, the thing is, I've found with people, and it's going to say, this might sound pretty bad, but I found there's two kinds of people that have disabilities.
Yeah.
You get the people that want to keep going and do things, keep their mind active, and what they want to do, and what they normally do if they could just work.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And even the others would just sit there and feel sorry for themselves and do nothing.
Yeah.
You know. And I've always thought the people that do that, they need to push themselves. So doing YouTube videos, doing gaming, it keeps the mind active. You know?
Exactly.
I can talk for instance because my mum is really disabled.
You were saying, yeah.
And she sits watching the TV, and even though she does stuff, whenever I try to talk to her, she's like this.
Yeah.
You know, and she's not like that with everybody, but she gets that way. And to me, it's because she hasn't kept her mind as active as she should.
No. Yeah.
You know. So.
That's the thing. I mean, even before my health declined, before I had my physical health problems and stuff, when it was just my eyesight, I was like, I do not want to be one of those, because I would get so pissed off with people that would be like, I'm disabled, I can't do anything. And yes, you know, as a person now that's in a severe disablement issue, I can understand that, but at the same time, you need to do something to keep yourself, if not mentally, if not physically, then mentally kind of active.
Well, before we carry on, John Quintero just said he has to go.
Oh, thanks for joining us again, John.
Thanks, John. Hopefully we'll see you next week.
Yeah, look forward to seeing you again next week.
I just wanted to
don't shave your beard because we don't want you getting in trouble with the wife.
Yeah, and it's good that he's doing the house choice too.
Yeah, exactly. Unlike you, who shaves and doesn't.
Unlike me, I shave, I sit back like this, not a game. But no, carry on what you were saying.
No, but yeah, no, that's something that always annoyed me. I was like, it just, like you say, you get these people that just sit back and do nothing. It's like, you're not even trying, you know.
I always feel like grabbing hold of them and slapping them around the face, going, wake up.
That's why I hate even now, you know, like going to Comic-Con and having to play the disabled card, you know, and stuff like that. It's like, I don't like doing it, but I have to, you know. But you get people that just absolutely play on it and stuff. And it's
I I've always said to people, most people who are really disabled, who, you know, really can think and everything, they don't like being seen as disabled.
No, they just want to be seen as normal,
the same way as everybody else.
Yeah.
But then, in order to get to certain places, they have to play that card because otherwise they get fucked out of everything.
Yeah. Exactly.
So it's kind of like give a break, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I mean, I remember going with my mum one day to a boot sale, and my mum was in a wheelchair, and the bloke grabbed hold of her hand and said, "This was interesting." So he said, "I'd never con a mentally disabled person," and she looked up at me like this. Well, like, what the fuck does he think he is? And I was in tears of laughter for months after. I'd just get down the floor beside and go, I wasn't kind of disabled person. And she was just like, you
Yeah.
bastard, you know?
That's just well, today is a good example of that because me and Donna, like I say, we went out. We had to because it's my mum's birthday tomorrow. So even though I've not heard from my mum, I was still going to get her a voucher to send, kind of thing,
Yeah.
and a card. But the voucher came with a card, so I was just like, yeah, I'll just send her that
Oh, so
instead of paying
you
it.
got the one then?
Yeah. So, but we had to pop to the phone shop as well to finally take my phone in. It's only been sat on the side for like a week or so. Um, and we went out and we bumped into somebody that Donna knows. And they knew that she'd become a carer because Donna only works part-time for me. She works 2 hours a day, whereas she works at a care home nights, like 4 days a week or something. So anyway, this woman went, oh, and nudging, pointing towards me, went, oh, you care for people like this now? It's like, hello? So I just carried on walking because I have to use 2 sticks to walk around, and I thought that was really a bit out of sorts, kind of thing.
Oh,
Donna said she was a bit.
talking about Donna. Donna just turned up.
Oh, hello,
Hey,
Donna.
guys. Hey, good to see you. Wow.
I told her that we'd been talking about fantasy films and that, and she said, "Oh, bloody Labyrinth." I said, "Oh, what? You got a thing for David Bowie's junk?" And she said she knew somebody that said it was the most amazing, kind of like James with Ghostbusters.
Donna said you look after people like this.
Yeah, that was what the person said.
People are just so weird, you know. I
Yeah,
just think people need to stop being so judgmental.
yeah,
You know, it's just saying, but if I see someone in the street who's got Down syndrome, I think of them as anyone else. If I see somebody with no legs, they're the same as everybody else. You know,
yeah,
obviously, you know, there's certain things that are different, obviously, but I mean, I'm not going to
yeah.
treat them any different.
No,
You know, I'm not going to be looking at their legs. I'm going to be looking at them because they're a person.
no,
You
exactly.
know, so it kind of annoys me when I see it because I used to take my mum out constantly. When I lived in England before I moved here, I took my mum out every week.
Yeah,
All right, and obviously I'd always push her in the wheelchair and everything, and I'd go mental. I'd be in place at an IOP shop, kicking boxes across the floor, throwing things on the other side of the floor, going, ah, what the fuck, you know, and all that.
yeah,
And I'd be like, well, and I'd go, can I see the manager? And the manager
yeah,
go, hello, and I go, you didn't make room for disabled people like my mother,
yeah.
right? Because it's not her fault, but she can't walk around,
No, yeah,
right? And my mum would go, Mel, just leave it. I go, no, right? And I'd be grabbing hold of them like this. You go, you need this, and they'd go, we can't because we need to get all the stuff in. I went, but it's a fire hazard,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And my mum would just be like, Mel, just go mental now. And I'd be like, no. And I'd be throwing things across the floor because I'd be so angry. And it just annoyed me. And people always would look at my mum like this.
yeah.
I just,
It's like when people see me on my scooter, they give me a funny look. It's like they see a young person on a scooter and like think that I don't deserve to be on it. It's like, well, it's not only old people that ride them,
their mind is not damaged if their body is not working properly. That's true, Donna.
Exactly. It's like you get these people that just shout in your face. It's like, yeah, I could,
Oh,
it's like,
I'm not going like this. I'm not going to my mother, like, when can you hear me properly? I want to tell you about this. You want a microwave? And I remember going like this. I remember getting on my knees beside her and going up to them like this. We can hear you over there. You need to move back before I punch you in the face. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, when I was younger, my mum was always my voice.
yeah,
So it was kind of weird, but then it was maybe it was the voice, like the,
yeah,
so it was really weird. But she's a lot better now because she's in an electric wheelchair.
right, yeah,
She's got more independence and she feels like she's got a little bit more respect because there's a difference between being pushed and having your own,
yeah.
But so I'm happy
Oh,
for in that aspect. But
it is amazing what that kind of. I mean, like I say, because like before, I would depend on, say, Donna or person that, the other people kind of thing. Well, to get me out to go do shopping. And it's nice now if I just need some milk or something, to go get on my scooter and just pop down to Tesco's, and I've got that independence to do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's amazing how much they help.
It is amazing. I mean, my mum, before she moved to the house she's in now, she had no disability equipment at all to help her.
Yeah.
Now she's got one of those stair chairs, you know, that helps her go
Oh,
up the
yeah.
stairs. And
Yeah.
she rarely uses it. She used it once when I visited, and I was like, wow, that's really slow.
Yeah.
And she went, get on and give it a go. And I went, no. But the problem with it is, because my mum's stairs, they're so
Yeah.
but whenever I'd go up them, I'd fall down them practically. Because I'm
Right,
one of those people that's used to fixed stairs, and they're like that.
Used to, yeah.
So I'd run up them. But my mum's were so tiny, I'd fall off them. So I'd be like almost rolling down the stairs
Stumbling
again.
up. Yeah.
What else did she have? Oh, she had a, in-shower seat.
Yeah. Yeah, I got my bathroom has now been turned into a wet room, so it's just a shower.
That's it. That's what it's called, isn't it?
Yeah.
A wet one.
Yeah.
So I'd go and have a shower in there because my dad wouldn't let me show around his for some weird reason. Alright, that's right. There's stuff in there. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
So I'd go around my mum's and have a shower, and I'd be looking at her and I'd be like, "This is so weird. I'm not used to this."
Yeah.
Right. And she'd go, "Why don't you sit down?" And because I sing when I'm in the shower.
All right. Yeah.
My stepdad would be outside saying, "Shut the hell up in there. Stop singing." And I'd go, "Shut yourself, you know." Oh. And then what else was it she had? Then she's got the ramp for, like the wheelchair
ramp,
and that. And there's a little shed outside to put in now, which she was just getting built when I left.
Yeah.
But, overall, it's so much better for her. I mean, do I miss going out with my mum? Yeah, I do. I miss kind of feeling like I was looking after her in a way,
Looking after her. Yeah.
Because I used to take her out for a few hours, we'd do stuff, we'd talk. I do miss that, but,
Yeah.
I miss defending her. I know it was really weird.
Oh yeah, and threatening anyone that would.
When I was working at a petrol station, someone said to me that disabled people should not be allowed to drive. So I said, "So are you saying my mum's not allowed to drive just because she's registered disabled? She's a safer driver than most." Well,
yeah.
That's a good point, Donna. Actually, I'm
not allowed to drive because of my eyesight condition. And yet I could probably drive a lot safer than, some other people.
Anyone can drive better than me. I have to come.
You just didn't have any luck, did you? You just got frustrated and
when I tried to drive, I'd come like this. No, I have my foot down on the pedal. I mean, who does that? Who does that? There's me with my foot down on the pedal, with the car going faster, going.
Yeah.
But it's like these people that say, I've always had angry because I've had things in my family and stuff happen and that, and I've seen people who have had kids that have been disabled from birth, and I've seen people say things like, "Oh, they shouldn't live if they're like that."
Oh yeah.
I always get quite angry because I'm like, everybody when they're born is born beautiful.
Yeah.
We're all born perfect in different ways.
Yeah.
And we're all born innocent. And whenever people do, I always like just going hold them and punch them in the face like 20 times.
Yeah.
Because it just irritates me, I've seen beautiful babies who are born which have had Down syndrome or they've had body parts missing, and people go, ugh, and I'm like, what? I'm like,
oh my God, Donna was telling me about somebody with severe Down syndrome that has made up a picture of like the Mona Lisa and stuff, just using dots or like numbers or something. And then the pictures have been put up in their care home, but he's really. I knew somebody who said to me, and it really peeved me off, and Donna will back me up on this. They said, "Oh, well, knowing what you've gone through, if I got with somebody and we had, would I?" And there was obviously the chance of the kid being disabled. Would I still have a kid? And I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't I? And they were like, so, because she was basically saying because her daughter's got problems. She was like, oh, if I'd known she was going to have this, I wouldn't have had her. And I'm like, so what? You're saying my life is inconsequential? You know, I don't deserve to live as a result because.
That's the point when you got a picture out of me and said, well, if he's the one who gets me pregnant, then yeah, definitely, because that would be perfection.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, you know, people who say that stuff are really, really scum.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if you're in that situation and you do have a child, who says you shouldn't?
Yeah.
You know? There are people in the world. I mean, there was this baby. I don't know if you read it recently. This woman had a baby, and the baby had serious health issues. I mean, it was born, and she called the baby a mongoloid. I mean, who calls a baby that?
Yeah.
Right? And she said to the father, "You either pick me, or you get that baby gone." Right? And within a few seconds, he went, "Screw you, I'm taking the baby." They'd been together for 15 years, and he loved her to bits, and she said that, and he chose that baby. Why?
Yeah.
Because that baby was his everything, and that's the way it should be.
That's the way it should be, yeah.
You know, I don't care, you know, I don't know why everybody sees, it's because of magazines, it's because of films, that everybody sees imperfections.
Everybody has to look the same, and, you know, everybody has to be,
You know, I've got a bit of a belly, so what? Well, it doesn't make me a different person. You know, James has a head the shape of a penis. So what? You know, that's the way he looks. It's not his fault, is it? You know, but
that makes him unique.
You know,
James, the typewriter, the art guy. Sorry, the guy that did the Mona Lisa and that. It was on the typewriter that he did it.
What I'm trying to say is we're all different. You know.
Yeah.
But like you said, look, we're all special in our own way.
Yeah.
You know. I don't judge anybody. The only people I judge are the people that want to try and hurt me and my family or friends.
Yeah.
You know? And other than that, I don't think anybody else has any right to judge people.
No.
I just read yesterday about a guy whose wife divorced him because he wanted to keep their Down syndrome baby. Yeah, it's stupid.
Mm.
You know, I believe people like that shouldn't be parents because how can you give birth to something that's a part of you, something so beautiful, something so precious that it was made by out of love?
Yeah.
Right, and that's the part of you, and then you give birth to it, the baby. I don't mean it. I'm just not.
Yeah.
Really. You give birth to
baby.
Yeah. And you see the baby, and you go, oh, it's got Down syndrome. Right?
Yeah.
Now, how can you do that? How can you look at that baby and go, it's my baby. It's so sweet. It's so beautiful. It's so cute, you know?
Yeah.
You know, people don't know what the meaning of love is anymore.
No.
You know, look, Kim Kardashian had this really beautiful baby. Oh, my baby's got Down syndrome. Oh, no. Well, you know what? Who cares? That baby's not going to have a good mother at the end of the day because she's too busy trying to get with men.
Yeah.
You know, it just annoys me.
I was coming back. I had to take my after getting the card on that. I had to take over my mum's card over to the post office to get posted after Donna left. And I was coming back on my scooter, and there was this group of teenagers, and they started yelling abuse at me. It's like, really, that's all you've got? You know, that's the kind of mindset that's set.
Is that when you turned around and you started trying to run them over and started throwing things and going,
I should have. Yeah, I should have.
Somebody did that to my mum.
But at the same time, it kind of got to me. But at the same time, I was just like, oh, that's the mindset now. But we've seen it on YouTube even when people have made comments about me or stuff like that. It's like, well, there's no need for it, you know.
James says, totally agree with you both. And Donna says, you guys are inspirational. This chat is really good. It's nice to have people out there who stand up for who are different. Love you guys. Thanks, Donna.
Thanks, Donna.
You know, someone did that with my mum. I remember pushing my mum, and I was with my stepdad and my mum. These boys were on bikes, and one of them went, "Oh, you're so fat, you can't walk."
Yeah.
Right? And my stepdad hear it. I said to him, like, seriously, a minute. And I ran after the guy. I actually hit him right off the bike.
Yeah.
Dragged him across the floor, slapped him in the face a few times to my mum, got him to apologise, and kicked him in the face. Right? Yeah. And I remember my mum just looking at me after like, "Mate, you've got some severe anger issues." And I went, "The guy was disrespectful. He needed to apologise." And there's my stepdad standing there like I didn't even hear it.
Yeah.
I said to him, "That's your wife."
Yeah. That's
You know.
yeah.
Then he'd say to me weeks later, "Oh, you don't do anything for us," and I'd be like,
Gee, yeah.
you know. But
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't like people who do that stuff. You know, I'm that type of person. If somebody attacks somebody, maybe a little less fortunate than them or something, like if I
Yeah.
see somebody in the street and they're getting beat up by someone, I'll say, "Excuse me."
Yeah.
You know, I don't agree with it.
But it's
Yeah.
like you're saying about, like about the whole, because of the Hollywood, because of magazines and that now, and because of, like I've said about guys have known that they have this, their perfect woman, they've not been with these people, but, their idea of what a visual perfect, it's like, that is, in a way, kind of tying into what we was talking about the other day, when we were saying about, like, say like Melissa McCarthy and stuff, for stuff like serious roles, that they're
Yeah.
only, they see fat people as just jokes. They're
Yeah.
the joke. You put a fat person in a comedy because you want jokes to be made about their size or
Yeah.
something, kind of thing. I mean, me and Donna went in Marks and Spencer's today, and Donna was like, "Oh, well, there's nothing, maybe nice stuff, but nothing that'll fit us." And I said, "Oh yeah, they've probably seen two large ladies walk in and gone, what the fuck, what are these strange
Well,
things
see,
get?"
I mean, I always had that problem being a big guy.
Yeah,
My mum had that problem because she was really big before I snowboarding,
right. Before,
and she
yeah,
always went in Evans, but Evans is expensive.
yeah, they are.
But I remember going in shops with her, and I always kind of liked that you'd go in Evans, and it was like a big woman's store.
Yeah,
And it had a big room behind the counter. I always liked that because it always kind of made me feel like uh, it was the shop that my mum would really like going in.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
don't like it when you get these skinny girls behind the counter and they give you that look like, "Oh, you're this size, are you?"
yeah, yeah, exactly.
You know. Um,
Also, it cracks me up about Simply Be is a catalogue for larger ladies.
yeah,
All the models, they're like at the the smallest end of the range that are done on the, and it's like they don't show any models that are larger ladies in these outfits. It would be nice to see what larger ladies look in some of these tops and stuff like that.
I've never understood. I mean, the problem is, and going back to it, is
Yeah,
we see people like Angelina Jolie and Kristen Stewart, and they're not the most attractive in the world, but they're the standard of what Hollywood is.
yeah,
Really skinny people, you know.
yeah.
And the problem is, if you look at the 70s, most people didn't care about your looks when they got with you.
No,
I mean,
yeah,
come
yeah, yeah.
on. Oh, I mean, come on. The Beatles weren't that good looking,
No, exactly.
right? People will
Yeah,
say they were, but they weren't. The
no,
very best
yeah,
looking one out of them was probably Paul McCartney,
yeah,
you know.
yeah,
And you look at all these other groups, you see them, and you're like, wow, these people weren't that good looking. And back then, you'd see people together who just loved each other because of the way they were.
yeah, exactly.
You
Yeah,
know. Now, if you want to get with somebody, you've got to really, really try and look your best,
yeah,
so they want to be with you. And at the end of the day, who cares? You know. Donna, when I met Donna, I said to her, "Don't wear makeup."
yeah,
She said, "Why?" I said, "Because I love you for you."
yeah,
Right? Donna will tell you that on the chat. You know, I said, "I love you for you." You know, if she was in here, I mean,
yeah.
you know, she'd tell you that, and she'd say, because
Finally, somebody who says that makeup. I get so annoyed when people like that go, "You should wear makeup." It's like I don't want to
I've
wear makeup.
never, I've never ever cared about it. I've always thought it made women look more ugly.
Yeah, it makes me look awful when I wear makeup. So
You know, to me, women look best natural.
yeah,
You know, if I'm going to wake up next to my wife, she's not going to have makeup on.
no, exactly.
And if I'm looking at a constant makeup on, I'm not seeing her. I'm seeing something hid. I'm seeing something hidden by something else.
Yeah,
You know. So I've always told her, don't worry about makeup. Don't do it. If she wants to do it, she can. But I don't want it. I don't care.
yeah,
You know.
yeah.
So she doesn't. You know.
Oh, yeah,
And I just think that people focus too much now. You look at women nowadays; they put way too much on.
my mum, my well, Donna will tell you, my Donna will tell you, because she's seen pictures of my sister. My sister slavers it on. My mum, I always remember, would be in like the bathroom for like 2 hours putting it on. And I tried it once, and I was just like, yeah, no, this doesn't work for me. And that is that thing where, like you say, it's always been my thing where I'm like, well, when I wake up in the morning, I look the same as like how I'm going to look, and
Yeah,
and makeup ruins your skin and stuff like that.
it does.
Like that. So,
Well, I think the problem is you get all these things where they go, oh, how to look better,
yeah,
you know. And in my view, all you should care about looking better is what's healthier, you know.
yeah,
Donna tries to get me to eat stuff, and I say to her, I'm not eating that rubbish. All
yeah,
right? And she goes, but it's healthier. And I go, yeah, and I know, but I'm healthy in a lot of other ways,
yeah,
you know. So that's what's important to me. I'm not one of those people that goes, you know, oh, I'm a fitness hunk or that. No,
yeah,
of course not, because that's not normal. You know, that's not the way most people are. Most people are average body-wise,
yeah,
you know. So I don't care about TV. I watch films like let's say I watch 22 Jump Street. I see Channing Tatum's sexy body because he's quite a hunky body, you know.
yeah,
I don't think he's sexy, but you know
no,
what I mean.
no,
So I look at him and I'm like, you know what? He's got a nice body, and I'm like, sometimes I think I'd like a body like that,
yeah,
and then I think to myself, yeah, but it's not what everybody's got now. You know, it's not what everybody's trying to aim for. I want to aim
yeah,
to be me, you
yeah,
know, and that's what's more important.
yeah. I hate as well these people that see, like see fat people and immediately think that you're going to be sat there stuffing your face full of fatty foods and stuff. It's like, actually, I don't read that, you know.
Well,
It's like we said before, people assume.
Donna says no makeup, and Tash is the prettiest of her family.
Oh, she's just
Aw,
been nice.
that's
I'm
very
not the
nice.
prettiest, but that's nice of you to say.
That's very nice.
But yeah, it's all these. I always like the Shallow Hal with Jack Black. I'm like, that's me. That's
What, you're Shallow Hal?
no, I'm the Cameron Diaz's cat. Is it Cameron? Yeah, the
Gwyneth
fat
Paltrow.
one.
It's Gwyneth Paltrow.
Is it Gwyneth Paltrow? Sorry, yeah.
There you go.
I'm the fat woman, but I'm really nice if people just see past the.
I never forget. I watched that film and I was in an outrage.
Oh, really?
I went bonkers after watching that film because I thought it was so disgusting.
I still find it offensive. I think it's a good movie. It does have a good message, but at the same time,
It
it is
does.
rude.
But
Yeah.
I always thought it was really, really. I've never liked.
Condescending, and yeah, I find it kind of condescending and that.
I
It's
think
like,
it's because I just think that it's like you can't see something who they are.
no, yeah, exactly.
You know, he says because it's a curse, isn't it?
Yeah, he gets cursed by the guy on the left. Yeah,
But I think people are I think we just live in a world where everything's materialistic and everything has to be about how you look, you know.
yeah.
In a perfect world, you know, women would be falling at my feet telling me they love me every day, you know, because...
You don't need that because you've got an awesome lady. So.
Well, yeah, I mean before, so we've done
But you mean before, yeah.
You know, in a perfect world, that's what would have happened.
Yeah.
You know, because
there's no reason why they shouldn't have anyway, but,
Yeah.
You know, that's their fault.
Yeah, so that's good, you know, but...
In a miraculous world, I would have them all at my feet, but apparently
Yeah, you know,
they all went away, so apparently my feet stink.
Nobody
My feet must
runs away. Your feet stink?
Yeah, that's why they're not at my feet, maybe.
Oh, dear.
I wouldn't know, I have no sense of smell, so...
What, are they cheesy?
You would think that a guy would find me the best pull, seeing as I wouldn't be able to smell him farting all the time, wouldn't you? But
But, you know, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like people are in a weird world nowadays.
yeah, no, exactly.
But anyway, we've got a question anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, from Last Avenger. Are you two going to be watching Daredevil, the TV series, when it comes out on Netflix in April?
I think I only just recently heard about this. I haven't been on Netflix much lately, to be honest. But I don't know, I might give it a try. My problem is I'm worried that it's going to be another Gotham or something.
I watched the trailer for it, and he's got a black outfit on with like this thing around his eyes and that.
A black outfit?
Yeah,
But Daredevil wears...
I think it's because it's where he starts.
Oh, so it is going to be another Gotham, essentially, kind of thing.
Daredevil, Netflix. Let's see if I can find a picture for you. It'll explain it better, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate when you try and look something up. You never get a good picture because it's always pitch black.
Oh, God.
You know what I want? I want to see more of the Kingpin in the universe.
Oh, yeah, because you've been really enjoying Kingpin in the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, I have. I mean, Kingpin's always been my favourite villain in the thing, and I'd like to see him. I mean, I enjoyed Michael Clark Duncan in the Daredevil movie. I can't find one.
It was probably the only decent thing in that movie.
Yeah, I mean, he was great in it, and he really, really did play Kingpin well. And that's a bloke, even though the Kingpin's white, but who should have been the Kingpin because he had the right size.
Yeah. You
know, and he could pull it off. So that worked really well.
Yeah.
But whenever I listen to the Kingpin on games, I'm always like, yeah, he sounds different to Michael Clark Duncan because he's got more of that snigger in his voice, like I run everything.
Yeah.
So I always get annoyed when I don't get that Kingpin.
Oh, Donna's going to be watching it. She's like, Daredevil series, yes, please.
Well, I'll be watching it. I'm going to watch the Agent Carter one as well.
Oh, is that on it? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand why Agent Carter's so...
Netflix are really going out there because they've got Better Call Saul coming. They're doing Better Call Saul as well. I didn't realise that they were doing that. So
they're doing the Fall and all.
Really? Oh, have they taken over the Fall?
Yeah, they did. They did season 2.
Oh, I did not know that. I thought that was BBC.
Apparently, it said on their thing it's a Netflix original.
The Gillian Anderson one, or?
Yeah, Gillian Anderson.
Did not know that. I thought it was BBC.
I will say this though, I think we're getting to this point now where tight suits were the best thing in Daredevil.
Okay, yeah, fair dues, tight suits work. Yeah.
We now know why you'll be watching.
Everybody put so much flack on Ben Affleck, but I think the main problem with that whole movie was just like the script.
I'll tell you the main problem with that movie, Colin Farrell, he wasn't wearing the proper bullseye outfit. What the hell? He had a bullseye on his head and he was wearing a leather jacket. That's not what bullseye dressed like.
Yeah.
Bullseye actually looks a bit like Daredevil.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so it's a bit like, what? You know? And all this...
I said, sorry.
I never miss, and now I've missed.
But as I said, I said it like with the Star Trek stuff and that. You can put, not Star Trek, Star Wars. You can put good actors in something, but it can still be shit. They can work their hearts out, and the script and the directing will still be the most awful thing ever. So, I'm not saying Ben Affleck was good in that movie. I'm just saying everybody put, like because of him being announced as the new Batman, everybody puts him down, and he's not a good He's not a great actor. I did enjoy him in Argo, but I think everybody puts everything on his shoulders, and it's not just his fault that was an awful, awful movie.
I like the movie too.
Yeah. I didn't like it. I'm just saying it's not.
I actually liked the movie. I thought it was great. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. To me, superhero movies are not meant to be taken seriously.
No, exactly.
You know, if I wanted to be like every other bloody comic book fan, I could go, oh, there's all this stuff missing. What's this? Okay, dokie, guys. This has been another fun movie magic and gaming gurus live chat. I'm going to have to go now, but I had a lot of fun tonight watching and asking questions. I'll be back watching next week. And Malcolm, I'll see you on Wednesday. Good night. Good night, James.
Good night, James.
Thanks for watching. Keep that head shiny.
Yeah. You say.
No, Elektra, I didn't like the character of Elektra. I thought Jeff Garner didn't pull that off at all.
No.
Especially in the movie. Oh.
That was it, yeah.
Do you know, I haven't watched it yet. I watched it originally on DVD back in the day.
I saw it with friends that owned it, and yeah, I was just like, God.
I love how the main villain in the movie has things come out of his body. It's like, oh no, you know. But yeah, there was no reason to make that Elektra movie.
No,
Again, Elektra wasn't dressed the way she should have been.
no.
But yeah, I did like the movie. I enjoyed Daredevil. I thought it was a lot of fun. But like I said, if I'd have been a complete comic nerd kind of person,
You would have been
you know,
absolutely livid.
I would have been livid. I'd have been attacked. There's so much stuff wrong in it. But I always try and take a movie as a movie, and not movie as a comic book movie, or you
But
know.
I had this with Resident Evil and Silent Hill. You know, the hardcore. You know, I've played those games to death. I love them. But people, when they went to see the movie, they were expecting a direct adaptation of the games, and it was like sometimes you do have to change it slightly. And I think if you take Resident Evil or Silent Hill as their own movies as opposed to something of the franchise, they're actually not that bad a movie, as you were saying about Resident Evil earlier.
Good examples. Walking Dead.
Yeah,
Right, I've read all the comics,
yeah,
and I think the comics are so much better than the series. Right.
yeah, yeah.
If I wanted to be a complete and utter a-hole,
You could be completely pissed off with the
I could
series.
put the Walking Dead series down completely. I could say this, I could say that. Do I want Daryl in the books? No, I don't, because he wasn't an original character. You know, is he great in the series? Yeah, he's awesome. But
Yeah,
but I always try and see things differently. Like if there's a remake of, let's say, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it's
yeah.
going to be different in ways. So I respect the differences, but also like the homages they do in the things.
Well, Robert Kirkman has said that they want to keep it slightly different to, you know, like who dies and stuff like that from the comics, so that you are kept on your toes, so that you don't know what happens to each of the characters. And I
Well,
think that's a good way of change. You know, I agree that the comic is better than the TV show. I mean, it's certainly a lot more solidly written, but
yeah.
I get what he's saying about, because that's the problem when you read something, say like Game of Thrones, and then you watch a TV show or any movie series that's based on books. You know what's going to happen, so there's no real surprises. So it's nice in a way that they change it
I
up a
think,
bit.
I think in season 6 they're going to kill Daryl.
Yeah, well, I did hear that Norman Reedus was leaving this season, but I think that's going to probably
The
change.
reason he's leaving is because he doesn't want to be a gay character.
No, but they've made it now that Daryl is straight. They confirmed that he is straight now.
It's
So
not straight. It's not.
I don't know why he
Come
doesn't
on,
get
Egg.
Carol.
You know what? I
Seriously,
would've-
why are he not and Carol not bumping boots
You know
already?
what? I would have really, really loved it if they'd have made Daryl gay.
Yeah, I think
And
it
when
would
I
have been
read up on it, I was really hoping it would be. Why? Because I was like, this would be great. A redneck character who's gay, who's a kick-ass person. That would
Yeah.
be awesome. Right?
Yeah.
And the fact that that's not going to happen, to me, is such an annoyance.
It's kind of,
Because,
yeah, sorry.
you know, don't get me wrong, women like him and they think he's hunky and all this. But it just would have been one of those things where it would have been such a, but also, ooh, moment.
It's amazing that a TV show that deals with zombies and that can be so kind of puritanical in a way. Because the thing is we're talking about a show that essentially suffers with black guy token syndrome as well.
Yeah.
Where, you know, they have because I got to talk to some of the guys out of The Walking Dead about it, you know, like the coloured guys from it. I was like, you know, this is an ongoing thing. Have you noticed it? And they've even picked up on it. And I said, you know, it's annoying that it suffers. But this is the thing. They had it briefly where when the governor came back and he had that little community
Yeah.
that he then set on the prison, they had a little lesbian thing going on, but it was barely there at all. And that is the only thing they've done to deal with anybody of anything other than complete out and out straight. And it's kind of sad that, you know, it's so white and so heterosexual. You know, I mean, I love heterosexuality, but I'm just saying it's kind of sad that they don't have, like you say, it would have been so awesome for Daryl to turn out to be this badass gay guy. You know, it would be such a in the face of, because everybody expects a gay guy to be all flowery
I
and
was,
you know.
I was talking to Donna about it, and I was saying to her about, and they'd all be dead by now.
Yeah.
In reality, they'd all be dead.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly.
They'd all have flu or something passed on because they'd have no medication properly for it.
Mm.
They'd die, you know. Donna says if Daryl dies, they will not much like Walking Dead. He has been made a main character and major storyline. Not happy if he leaves.
Yeah,
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I'm not fussed either way. I
yeah,
I like Daryl, but Rick's always been my favourite because of the comics.
yeah. That's the
Right?
thing, because the Rick, the comic Rick.
Yeah.
It's like,
See, the thing with the comics is I like the fact that they're more violent.
yeah,
I like the thing in the prison where there's the
yeah,
guy who kills the kids, cuts the kids' heads off.
yeah,
Right? Doesn't
yeah,
happen in the show.
yeah.
You
Well,
know
doesn't
what
like
happened?
Carol commit suicide and stuff, or
Yeah. And what happened?
and
And what?
Rick lost his hand or something
Yeah.
or whatever.
Rick smashes his hand on the guy's face.
Yeah,
Right. There's also the fact that the governor, what happens to the governor in the comics, is amazing.
yeah,
Michonne gets her revenge on him. It's incredible. You know.
yeah,
But what I'm trying to say is, you know, to me, Daryl's great, and I enjoy him. I think he's great. I think he's awesome. But I preferred Meryl.
yeah.
I thought Meryl was better. I wish Daryl had been the bad guy, and Meryl would have been the good guy because he was better. You know. But
Well, that's the thing, because Daryl wasn't. Apparently, he's going to be. They're considering adding him to the comics now. But apparently, Norman Reedus apparently he auditioned for Merle, but because he was so good, they didn't think he was good for Merle, but they created a Daryl just because of how good he was.
that's amazing, isn't it?
So that's an interesting, I think that says a lot. And I do enjoy, like you say, I enjoy Daryl, and to be honest, I prefer him more than the TV version of Rick. I like the comic version of Rick because but yeah, I do like Daryl more than TV version of Rick, because Rick gets so annoying.
I like the comic version of Rick because he's unpredictable and he's crazy.
Yeah.
Right? You can see every issue of the comic that Rick is getting more and more and more insane.
He's just going insane, yeah.
And you can see it. In the TV show, he just seems to want to argue or just go, I'm the leader, F off, basically.
Yeah, he just looks kind of pissed off and just like, every now and then they try to make it look like he's losing it, and then they kind of pull back. It's like they're wussing out on kind of like making him absolutely crazy.
I never forget, I was one of those people that didn't want to watch the series originally.
Yeah.
And I remember watching the first series. There's only, 6, 7 episodes?
Yeah, yeah.
And I put it on, and I was like, you know what, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then Shane was still alive, and I was like, what?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, the show, like I said, it's great on its own, but if you're a comic fan, just like everything else, it sucks.
Yeah.
Because there's so much in those comics that they can't do on the show. If they'd done it on HBO, they could have done it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the problem with AMC. It's not, they can only go so far. That's the...
Donna said, TV-wise, Rick has been made to be too needy. I know it's end of the world and all, but he was a cop used to extreme situations.
Yeah.
Yeah, he cries over everything. His emotions are to this way and that are not at all realistic. Can't keep up with Rick and his moods. Well, you know what? I can agree. I can't agree at the same time.
It's difficult because you've read the comic. You can see the progress. So.
Technically, Rick has lost everything except Carl.
Yeah.
You know. Oh yeah, and his baby.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, he lost his wife, technically.
Come on, right? He lost his best friend. Right.
What, the one who tried to kill him?
Yeah, exactly. You know.
Yeah.
See, the thing that gets me is how the hell would the baby still be alive?
Yeah.
You know, and how would they survive with the baby?
My mate Jane, we were joking about how quiet that bloody baby is. It's like, that is the quietest baby ever. It's just...
The baby's crying would attract zombies.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, I remember the comic when they're running away from the from the prison.
Right, yeah.
And all you have left, spoiler, is
Yeah.
Carl and Rick.
All right. Yeah.
Everybody else is dead. You
Oh,
know.
really? Yeah.
Yeah. I think you meet up. I think you meet up with a couple of the old ones like Glenn and that later. I think,
You're
if I
right.
remember
Yeah.
correctly. But at the time, everybody who was in the prison's dead.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
You know, Herschel's dead, and this person's dead, and there's a lot more sex in the comic and all.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. I'll never get Michonne in the comic going down on the guy and Kathy seeing it and being horrendously upset. I'll never forget that. That blew my mind. You know.
Yeah, this is what cracks me. You know, like you were saying about if it had been on HBO, it would have been so much better. That's the thing, because Sarah Callies, who played Laurie, she was saying that she and Rick had to have a scene where they were, you know, having sex kind of thing. But the censors said that they could not thrust. There could be no, like, implication of thrusting. And Sarah Callies was joking. She said, but, you know, everywhere else in the world that would be acceptable, but because of AMC's guidelines, they're not. And she was like, well, that doesn't really implicate sex then, surely. It's just
Actually,
like
it'd be like a really bad sex scene, just laying on top of each other, like.
yeah, just like, yeah, is that? And that's what she said it was. It was a good laugh. It was so funny. But
If it had been on HBO, it would have been
yeah,
so much more violent. It probably would have
yeah,
had better writing.
yeah. Oh, definitely.
It would have had a lot more.
Much more consistent writing.
You know, and the thing is, I don't care about sex in TV shows, but
No.
I think when it's needed, like Rick and Laurie have sex, it would have
Yeah.
been it's a very important moment in the series.
Yeah, especially when they meet up again and
You
stuff.
know,
You know.
especially because she's been sleeping with Shane.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, because it's kind of like him finding her and reclaiming her back without realising it. You know,
Yeah.
and then that would cause more trouble between him and Shane, and it would have been so much better because I wanted to see kids' heads get cut off, not because I'm a sick, twisted bastard, but because that's in the comic.
No, yeah, exactly.
You know, or Showtime could have done it. It should have been
Yeah.
one of them. You know, I
Yeah.
like AMC, but I don't like this whole. We're making this, but it's got to be more careful. You know.
Yeah, exactly. This whole, you know,
Yeah.
especially for a show that is clearly is the fact that it is clearly a more adult show. I don't know why there has to be such, you know, strict guidelines kind of thing. But I do agree with Donna, though. I mean, the comics, obviously, you know the comics more, but I do feel, and I don't know if it's just Andrew Lincoln's performance or what, but he does feel needy a lot. It gets kind of annoying at times. It's
Well, think about it. If you think about it from this point of view, right? In your mind, you've got to make sure these people live.
oh yeah, no, I'm not saying needy. And I completely agree with the situation, but I just feel like his performance. Sorry,
Yeah, well, I
I didn't
agree
mean to
with you.
cut
I
you
agree
off.
with you.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I just yeah.
I agree with you and Donna to a big
Yeah.
degree. But
Yeah, but
there's
I
other
get
factors, you know. So
yeah,
it's
yeah. No, it's a situation.
you know, I mean, I like Andrew Lincoln. I think he plays a decent Rick. I think he looks a bit like the character.
Yeah,
Not that much like him, but I think more than how most people might have done.
yeah.
You know. We've got a couple of comments as well. Let's have a look.
Oh yeah.
This one's a joke, another joke from Big John.
Oh,
I go to a
nice.
gym that's only open on Sundays. It's called Jehovah's Fitness.
Excellent.
Well, what's your favourite vintage arcade machine and which would you like to own?
Oh my god, I would love to get like the Turtles one. That was amazing. Or the Simpsons one. Those ones were excellent. I know they're not as retro as say like Pac-Man and stuff, but or Donkey Kong, that would be hilarious. But I did love the Turtles one. That arcade machine was amazing.
I have to agree. I think I'd have to pick between Turtles and Simpsons.
Yeah.
You can actually buy the Simpsons arcade machine.
Oh really?
Yeah, $3,000.
Oh wow. I'll just get 5 of them then.
And think about how much room it take up in your place as well. It's like that, isn't it? It's like.
But I'd rather put that $3,000 to get in one of those the Wurlitz jukeboxes. I'd
Oh yeah,
love
they're
one
pretty
of
good.
those.
They're pretty good then.
That would be amazing. You can get MP3 ones now as well, so that would be even
Nice.
better. But yeah, no, I would love one of those.
I think it would be Turtles or Simpsons.
Yeah.
I like the wrestling ones, but I do prefer the Turtles and the Simpsons.
I used to love the driving ones, or House of the Dead, where you'd actually get in this like cubicle thing, you know, where they'd have like the surround
Yeah.
sound behind you, and you sit there driving, and you're in like this unit. It's all on its own kind of thing.
It's funny, you know, thinking about arcade machines and that.
Yeah.
How often do we actually get to play arcade machines? I remember playing them all the time as a kid.
Yeah, you go to an arcade now, and they have like the penny machines and that, or the slot machine ones. And the only really like gaming ones they have are like the Dance Dance Revolution ones or something, you know.
I remember when I was younger, I used to go to the cinema with my cousin, and I used to put £2 in the machine so I could use both guns. I'd be like bang, 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 like that. And he'd
Yeah.
say, "Why don't you just do it one gun?" I'd go, "Because I can get two at the same time if I use both guns." Right?
Yeah.
And he'd go, "But really, you're supposed to play with the same person." I said, "If I was at home, I'd still be doing the same thing."
Yeah.
You know, and I used to love where you used to get on the bike and go. I used to love that.
Yeah. Oh, that was brilliant. I got on. Our family were on holiday once, and I went on one of those because, like I say, I grew up. My mum, the only game she would play would be the driving games.
Yeah.
But she wouldn't go on this. She tried this motorbike one, and it didn't work. And I went on it, and I was like leaning back and forth, and I was doing really well, and she was just stood there going. I was like, that was so funny.
I remember the ones where you sat in the seat and you had the wheel and you had
Yeah.
and you had like the gear.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I could never do the gear. I've always been an automatic driver. I couldn't. If I was a driver, I would have to go for an automatic car because me and gears really suck.
Well, the funny thing is, because she used to have another seat next to him in the thing.
Yeah.
My dad would sit next to me. He'd be like, "You're not doing the gears properly." I'd go, "I'm winning the race." They'd go, "You're not doing it properly. Look, let me show you." He'd be going back and forth, and I'd be like, "No, please don't." And I'd be like losing slowly, and then.
Yeah. Well, my parents obviously they didn't drive, so they didn't understand about the gears either. So they would be like, "Shouldn't you be doing the gears and that?" And 12-year-old, I'm like, "I don't know."
Well, it's like I went to learn to drive at Monroe's school. They had an easy one. We just clicked it back and forth.
Yeah, you tended to have like those ones that were high and low or something. Yeah.
But in trucks and that, they've got these ones on the side where you have to move it, and I'm like, this is a lot more difficult.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, that's easy, and I'm like, yeah, if you've driven for like 50 years, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. If you don't know what the difference between fifth and third, what gear you're supposed to be in for the corners or something, you're just like,
We found out something new about Tash. Tash is a much better side seat driver. That's from Donna.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because she keeps forgetting to go. I just boss her around. It's like, you will do it. Remember your indicator.
Go there. I'm going to be in their state. Do what I tell you to do.
I said to her once, I said, "Are you going to put your indicator on?" She's like, "Yes, I'm going to. Give me a chance."
What was it? Oh, Donna, when I was, it's so funny, but you've got a Donna, I've got a Donna.
Yeah, I know, it's so funny. It's like, mine's
it's
Mad Donna, and yours is Wife Donna.
There you go, that's it. I'm going to start saying that, Wife Donna. So, when I was playing Firefight, Donna would say to me, "You're not driving properly," and I'd go,
"Oh yeah, you got really, you didn't like that, did you?"
And she'd go, and I went, "Yeah." She went, "In that 2 minutes I played, I drove better than you were." And I'm like, And then what else was it? Oh, in Grand Theft Auto, you need to stop at the lights. I'm chasing someone. You need to stop at the lights. When they go, chase after them again.
You got to not run people over. Oh, that was real great. On playing Disney Infinity. That's why Donna's watching because she's waiting for me to come on Disney Infinity. That's what it is. I got in on honestly the sight of Incredible Hulk on this tiny motorcycle is the most funniest thing ever. And you're driving around really bad controls on this motorcycle, and you can actually, on a kids game, run people over.
You're joking.
Can you no. I was like, I mean, you don't see like blood and stuff, but these people just go flying. I was like, this is a kids game, But something like Grand Theft Auto, it's like, I love that idea. I've seen it where people are like, what was it? I watched that, because I watched the React channel, and they
Yeah.
had elders playing Grand Theft Auto 5, and they were like, right, we'll sit at the lights at red, and the people do, they were like, you need to be chasing them, and they're like, but the lights are red still.
I was just like Disney Infinity to see what it was like.
I just couldn't believe that you could run people over. That was so funny. I was just like, well, don't get in the road then.
I don't get, like, hell, it's like on every game though.
Yeah.
I'm driving and I miss the games like Drive where they jumped out the way. Driver.
Yeah, where they would step back out of the way and stuff.
Nowadays, you just have to run through them. I mean, Far Cry was a bad example of that, where they'd just be in the middle of the road.
Oh my god, that was an awful example. Yeah, because they would just stand there. But like you said, I think the problem is Grand Theft Auto kind of set the precedence for. I mean, we had games like Carmageddon and that anyway, but GTA kind of set the precedence for being able to run people over.
Yeah.
And at least on Disney Infinity, they actually deduct points from you for hitting people. But it just seems a bit odd that on a kids game, I mean, apparently it's 7 and up, but it just seemed odd that you could do that because
is Disney Infinity a PS3 game then?
No, Donna's playing on PS4 because we share played it. So
I looked it up and it says it's PS3.
I think you used to be able to get it on. I think you used to be able to. I just know Donna got it because she was babysitting her nieces. So. But they've got it on the PS4. It must be. I think it used to be on PS3. I think it started out on PS3. I think they've just now done a new one for PS4.
Okay. It's just I only looked out because whenever people mention the game, I always look at the trophies now.
Yeah.
So you know what?
Oh, Donna's got. She told me. She said, "Oh, there's a trophy for get defeated by someone." So I said, "Oh, well, we'll go in one of these matches, and then I'll just let you beat me up, kind of thing, and win." Except then it turned out it was really easy to beat each other up, so I just started to mess with her a bit, kind of thing. And she was like, "You're supposed to be letting me win." I was like, "Well, I gotta look like I'm trying." She said, "No, you don't." So I kept picking her up and throwing her around and stuff.
That would explain this comment. And tell Tash to put me down.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'd just pick her up and just carry her around everywhere, and she'd be like, "Put me down." But so that was a trophy. So I was like, "Oh, well, there you go. Did you get the trophy?" She was like, "Oh, I already got that one." I said, "Well, why didn't you tell me that? That was why we were." She said, "Oh no, I got to get the one where you've got to beat me like 8 more times." I was like, "Oh." I said, "Let's do that then." And she's like, "I can't. I'm laughing too hard." So we had to stop.
Some of the trophies in games are so strange.
Oh, it's Disney Infinity 2.0. Sorry.
Okay. I just whenever people mention games, I like looking them up, seeing their trophies, seeing what the gameplay's like.
Yeah.
I think I might buy the Lego game tomorrow.
Yeah, because my Donna's husband has got the Lego Batman, and he's been playing that a lot. So.
Is that the new one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I might be getting.
I think he's enjoying it. Can you let us know, Donna? Is Roger enjoying the Lego Batman?
Is it any good?
Yeah. Do you recommend it for Malcolm? Yeah, we can play co-op.
Yeah.
just share play. We can play co-op.
There you go, another one.
You'll be playing it with Donna. That'd be with your Donna. That'd be fun for you guys to play, I guess. You got to get Little Big Planet, yeah.
Yeah, I've got to get that. I will do. I want to get where it's like 40, not 60.
Yeah, it's extortionate. That's the thing. It's like when I want to get, because I want to get obviously Dying Light and that as well. It's waiting for them to go down in price.
Well, the thing is, I don't mind paying full price to a game if I know it's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
I mean, Dying Light's really.
Sorry.
I mean, Dying Light's really good, but it's one of those games where after period, you're like, if my weapons ain't strong enough and I have to take 20 minutes to kill one zombie.
Yeah.
It's just like.
But
there is I was watching Angry Joe play it.
Yeah.
With his friends, and it was so funny. And I was like, I can't wait to Tash gets the game so we can play it. Like I'll play time now. Because you can do one jump kicks and smash through windows and stuff.
Oh, really? Like when we've shot each other and burnt each other and blown
Yeah.
each other up
And
and
I was
stuff.
like, this is going to be so funny because you can get there's a sword in it called the Excalibur sword you can pick up.
Oh, really?
I'm thinking about looking for where it is in the game so I can pick it up and just chop zombies up.
Yeah.
You
Oh, Donna
know.
says he loved it. All Lego ones are really good and worth buying. We have 3 types at the moment.
Okay. Let's have a quick
Yeah, because
look.
they've got the Lego Marvel one that I've had a go on as well. But
Yeah,
that,
there was one for well, there's one that's always really cheap on the PlayStation.
yeah.
Let's see, Lego PS4. Let's have a look. There's Lego Marvel Supers, which is $18. The Lego Movie,
Oh, yeah, yeah. I haven't seen the Lego movie yet.
Lego The
Everything
Hobbit.
is awesome. Oh, Lego Hobbit. Yeah, I didn't like
Oh,
that. I played the demo of that. Didn't think much of it.
Disney Infinity Marvel Superheroes.
Yeah, because she's got the. That's why we were able to play as Hulk and that, because she's got the Avengers figures.
Oh yeah, it's got figures with it, isn't it?
Yeah, because you put them on. I'm not clear on this because Donna was like, "Oh, if you die, you can't then play as that character for several minutes, so you have to put on a different character to kind of." I thought that
What?
was an interesting system.
So you're telling me these figures make a difference?
Yeah,
That just sounds ridiculous.
I don't. It's still the same story, but like if you could only play as the characters that you've got the figures of that you clip onto them. I don't understand it, but you have to have this special base thing or something. Donald's probably sat there going, "Oh, you're getting it all wrong, Tash."
Well,
Um,
I see the base thing, and I see you can buy the figures.
yeah, because I know Boogie has talked about getting the figures.
Because you can buy the figures for like $9.99 each.
Yeah,
I'm a little bit what do you call it about that though. I'm a bit like
it's a bit expensive. Adds up if you get several characters. It's like
you can buy
because
Donald Duck.
Donna wants to get the Guardians of the Galaxy like Groot and that ones, and I'm like, well,
Yeah.
that's £10. That adds up to a lot of money to get the different figures to play in the games.
Oh, I might get the Venom one. I might pick it up. I might pick it up where it goes cheaper.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like what do you call it? It's like $15.
Really? It's like
Yeah.
25 quid to download off PSN.
Oh no, I'm talking about if you get with the
Oh, with the figures, yeah, yeah,
yeah. I might pick it up where it goes later when I've done the other stuff.
yeah. Donna said, we have Lego Marvel, Lego Hobbit, and Lego Batman 3. I have played Harry Potter, Indiana Jones, and Star Wars.
Yeah, I played it. Yeah, Jones got bored, but that was years ago. I think
Mm.
the problem is I'll be in the mood for certain games,
Yeah,
you know. So I'll give the Lego. I might give Lego Batman a go.
yeah.
That's the recommendation. Let's have a look what it's on. How much it is on CX. No.
If you don't like it, blame Donna. Just
Oh well, I'll send threatening messages on the PSN. You recommended this. Here's a picture of me pretending this brick is you.
we
Yeah.
we went past CX today.
Oh, did you?
And it's so funny because I saw Far Cry in the window. I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. But Donna saw like it was a iPad or something,
Yeah.
whatever it was. It was like an iPhone or something, and it was like £450 second hand. Donna was like, they probably only got like a £200 for it to cash it, to trade it in.
Yeah, they do. I mean, some phones they give you 150 for, and they sell it for 400.
Yeah. I said they'd be lucky if they got more than 100. Just how much they mark up stuff. But she said I wouldn't pay nearly £500 for something that's second hand.
No, me either. I wouldn't because I think it's stupid.
Yeah,
That's what I tell you. When I looked up the Lego Batman,
yeah.
there's DLC of Arrow coming out on it as well.
Oh, I think Donna mentioned that. I think they've got it, or it's coming out, isn't it?
It's to be
Not out
confirmed,
yet.
apparently, from what I saw.
Yeah, I think Donna's mate James mentioned it, or something.
What's this? There's hundreds of figures to infinity. Play different sets of Avengers and can use any character in free play from any set. It makes a really big open game with infinite possibilities. Well, I'll give it a go eventually. Ain't like if I get all the Lego games, I'm gonna be stuck on them for a while.
We were joking though, because the targeting for the guns is really rubbish. It's like you have to be pixel perfect to get the shoot things.
Is it
And
really?
and Donna was like, "Well, that's not fair for a kids game. You would expect it to be a bit more like not so stringent on, not so strict on the aiming system."
Well, you're right. You know, I mean, I've always had problems with aiming systems because I've always wanted aiming systems to be good,
Yeah,
and if they're not good, I'm always like, ah.
yeah. You
Ooh.
would think, say something like Disney Infinity, that it would be like lock on or something. I don't know if maybe it's an option or something. I don't know, but
There's
I was
co-
trying to play as Black Widow yesterday, and it was a nightmare because Hulk died, and I was like trying to shoot because
yeah.
her only weapon is shooting, and it was awful. I was like, I cannot hit these, and we were joking because she has this laser gun, and she has to keep reloading it after like 6 shots. And Donna was like, "Can
What?
you imagine carrying around a pack with lasers in it?" You know. I
That's,
said, "Yeah, can you imagine, like in Star Wars, with Jedi's going, oh, I need to lock and load my lightsaber. Give me a second. Batteries."
you know, one of the trophies on the Lego one is rescue
Yeah.
Stan Lee from every peril. There are a total
Oh,
of
you
50
got to tell
Stan
that
in peril
story about that.
situations.
You got to tell that story about the Stan Lee thing, about the person at Comic Con. That was so funny. About the kid that loves Stan
Oh,
Lee. Yeah.
when I was at Comic Con and Stan Lee was there, people were saying it was really funny because there was this boy in the queue and he went, hmm, I just downloaded the DLC for Arrow on Batman 3. You get Arrow character and an Arrow mini world to explore. Oh.
Ooh, nice.
Um, but yeah, so I was there. There was this little kid, and he was like, he must have been about 8 or 9, and his parents were going, he loves Stan Lee, and I was like, he's a bit younger than me to love Stan Lee in the comics, you know. So I said to him, "Oh yeah, what do you like most about him?" And he went, he's that awesome old man who's the cameo in all the Marvel movies." And I said, I said, "Oh yeah," he said, "Yeah, that's what he's famous for." And I was like, really?
Really, yeah.
You know, but I was like,
Not
I
the
don't.
fact we wouldn't have these characters and that, or whatever.
I mean, I can understand people like, like our age who like
Yeah,
Stanley
yeah.
because we've kind of grown up with him and that. But when you're like 8 or 9, you might like the comics, but you wouldn't really understand who Stanley was, surely.
No, exactly, yeah.
You know. But when that kid went, oh, it's all about oh, he's awesome because he's a great cameo. He's that old guy cameos and everything. I was like, yeah, even the games now.
Well, yeah, because you were on Spider-Man 2 he's in, isn't he? Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, it's quite funny because he runs a shop called the Comic Stand,
Yeah.
but the D flickers, so it's like Comic Stand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, so it's a really good thing. And he says he's friends with Pat, so it's quite good. But I don't know, I'll get a bit.
It's
Yeah.
just fun. Yeah, I had to explain, like, as I said to you. It's like I was trying to explain, I'm getting to meet Stanley, and people would look at me like, and I'm like, he cameos in, like, when I've watched the Marvel movies with, like, Jane or something. I'm like, Stanley, kind of joking around. And she's like, I don't get it. And I'm like, he created these characters.
I don't know how people can't. I don't know how people don't know.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know, I just don't understand how people can't understand who Stanley is.
It's the idea that we wouldn't have these movies or so much kind of because of him, if it wasn't for him.
Well, how much? What's this? If you could, oh, here we go, Big John. Paul, you guys remember the FMV arcade machines, Dragon's Lair, who shot Johnny Rock?
Yeah, I remember Dragons earlier.
I remember who shot Johnny Rock.
I don't remember that one. Was that
And
one
he
good?
said, it's alright. His Dragon's Lair was awful.
Yeah, it
If you
was,
could
yeah.
download yourself into any game, what would it be?
Oh. Well, I'd say Portal, but I'd probably die, so not Portal. I don't want to be neurotoxined.
I know what mine would be.
What would yours be?
It'd obviously have to be Grand Theft Auto and Assassin's Creed mixed together.
Nice. That would be pretty awesome.
And I'd change
Yeah,
my
I
name to
guess.
I'd
Assassin's
change.
Creed would be a good one to live different lifetimes, kind of
I
thing.
would change what's his name to Malchio or Malcio, and I'd walk around in an Assassin's Creed outfit, and I'd be going like
Malchio
this,
Harvius.
Malcio, and I'd be like, I tell you, I'd be that character in Unity who's got the shit on his head. You know the bird shit,
Oh
right?
yeah, the bush. Yeah,
I can see it, Malcio, Datari, right? And then I've got this romantic relation with all these different women in the game, right?
yeah.
But they'll turn
Even
out to be
boring Elise.
and they'll yeah, while ignoring the lace. Yeah, I hate
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. Donna will agree with you. She absolutely detests Elise. So.
terrible character.
But
Did you win this week?
no, we didn't. We came second.
Pill were slacking off, were they?
I wasn't playing as much. That was the problem.
Yeah, we all know you're the top player, don't we? You play more than
I've
anyone.
been playing Last of Us instead. I think they're all kind of like, well, you're going to play this instead? I'm just getting so tired of it now.
I don't blame you. The whole fucking thing bores me witless now.
Oh, Donna, she's desperate. She knows she's hit rock bottom because she's playing Dead Kings just to get the friggin' guillotine gun.
Oh dear.
She's absolutely livid. She's like, no, I do not want to play this. But yeah, Assassin's Creed is a good answer because I'd like to live, obviously as a sexy lady getting all the hunky guys. Um, uh, you know what? Though I dissed Portal, but I would probably like Portal because I like that mechanic of being able to just jump through holes and stuff and
Yeah.
fly out and things. That sounded ruder than I meant it to.
You like jumping in the holes, do you?
Oh God.
Oh dear.
Just I don't know. That's a difficult one. Portal would probably be it, but there's so many other games. I mean, I would love like BioShock. Can you imagine having those powers and
Actually,
you
yeah.
know,
That'd be
I
awesome.
like the big daddies and stuff. Bless them. I love the fact that they're protecting the little sisters. And just that whole environment is beautiful. Even if you play BioShock Infinite and up in the clouds, that's pretty awesome. Infamous is a good one, but that's very dystopian. I wouldn't like to live there. So yeah, I think BioShock maybe, that kind of thing.
Well, I mean, on that PS now you can play BioShock again. And I never got the chance to play it properly, so I'm looking forward to doing that.
Oh, did you not? Yeah.
No, it's one of those games I always wanted to play, but never really got a chance. I had it on the Xbox,
Yeah.
and the disc was damaged, so I never got to play it.
Yeah.
And that always kind of, what's this? A freaking awesome second.
I think she's gone on about Portal. So.
Got the guillotine gun, still playing Dead Kings.
You could get 100% on that. It's not a platinum, but you could get 100%.
I didn't get my reward this week because your team lost. I'm angry.
You wouldn't have got it anyway because you have to contribute
I played.
500.
Didn't you see I played? I got 5,000 in it.
You don't own the game.
No, I played in my head.
Oh, you played in your head. Yeah.
See, I plugged it in.
Yeah, you were just like, yeah. You were hijacking Donna's when she was playing. That's what it was.
That's it. I've hacked into the PS4, so now I can hack into other people's PS4s while they're playing, and I can still get the rewards.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, I've share played with someone, so I did it.
Yeah. If only Assassin's Creed would share play. That's so stupid it does that. I'm really glad that Dying Light didn't share play.
That was ridiculous. You know what I should have done, didn't you? I was a bit stupid. Because what I should have done was I should have took the mic off and did it on the Twitch.
Yeah.
But then we wouldn't have been able to communicate. So it would have been like...
No, exactly. Yeah.
But... and the annoying part was the bit you saw was the most boringest part ever. Me climbing a tower and smashing
Just you
someone's head
beating the shit out of somebody with a broken weapon.
Yeah. That was boring. I was turned on about it. So I showed Tash, and it was like the most boring scene she could have ever seen. It was like watching
It didn't help that the Twitch feed was really low res, so it was quite pixelated, like blocky. So
yeah, well, it was like I said to her, it was like the worst thing ever. It'd be like watching some kid running around just going. No.
It was just so difficult because it was a 30-second delay. That was what was doing my head in, because you're talking about what you're doing and then it would take like half a minute to catch up.
Yeah, I'd go like this. Oh, look at that, Tash, look at that. And you'd be like, I can't see it. And he'd be like, oh,
You're
wow.
looking at a door. That's fascinating.
Talk about
Yeah.
bad, though. I mean,
Oh. I
I,
will get it because I did enjoy Dead Island, but yeah, it's obviously down my list because Uncharted and that are out this year, and I do want to get the order. I really want the order and stuff. So
I'm buying the order on release date.
yeah, you're getting it on release date, aren't you?
I'm going to buy it on release date, plat it, and then I'm going to get rid of it in the same day.
Oh, I'm just happy that I platted Far Cry on the same day as you, even though you'd had it longer. So
Yeah,
that's what I'm kind of boasting about.
I had the Far Cry plat for what? An hour longer?
Yeah, and if I'd done more outposts before playing with you.
You're so wonderful. You're so competitive on this. I'm like,
oh yeah, because you're not remotely manly.
Oh, what? Just because I said, let's just stay in a little bit longer so I can get a little bit more XP.
Yeah.
And you were like, okay. And then you went, you did that so that you could beat me. And I was like, yep.
Donna says she's ACing as we talk. Gotta win this week.
Oh dear. I don't know how you do it. I won't be able to do it. I can't play the same thing over and over and over again.
It's alright when we're chatting together or something, but I don't know. I said, because I've talked to Donna about this, I said, I can't do it when I'm on my own anymore because it's just so boring.
I couldn't play the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah, he says, playing that. Yeah. But you got your suits, you got your platinum, so that's something. In the same way like me grinding on Far Cry, getting bloody XP.
That's a good point, actually. Well, you did quite well in that.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was chuffed with that.
The good thing was we got to play at the same time, which is always nice.
Yeah, it was nice that we could work together as well to do bit stuff. So.
Well, I guess it's that time again.
Yeah, it's gone so quickly.
Well, yeah, it always does, doesn't it?
We've had some amazing questions and a good turnout. So thank you everybody for being here. Hope you come back next week.
Say thanks, Alex.
It's my 8th year anniversary on YouTube next Monday, so.
Oh, well, that's what we're going to call it then. We're going to call it Movie Magic Game Guru, Tash's 8th year anniversary. There we go. Belated.
Yeah, belated. Even though it will be on the day.
It'll be on the day. But listen, who do we need to thank? We've got James,
Alex,
John, Donna,
Big John.
Have you noticed we get a lot of Johns?
I know.
If John Calvert had been here, that would have been the 3 Johns.
Wouldn't it be funny if Last Avenger's name turned out to be John?
Oh, that would have been crazy, wouldn't it? Well,
Cass, Alex.
Kelly was here, weren't she?
Oh, was she?
No, weren't there.
Justin, however, apologies for however I spelt your name, pronounce your name.
Do you want to say what you want to say first?
No, like I say, brilliant turnout, great time as usual. Really looking forward to next one. Even though this was this was number 13, it was still a lot of fun, and we had a good turnout, like I say. And please subscribe, check out my videos if you get the chance. As Malcolm said at the start, the link is in the description.
Yep.
Please check out Malcolm's channel if you're not already subscribed. And look forward to seeing you all next week. And thank you, Malcolm, for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Death, murder, kill, and mine.
Yes, what motto for Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody for watching. James, Donna, Alex, John, Last Avenger 85, aka the 3rd John. Everybody I've forgotten, Cass, John, whatever,
Alex, yeah.
Alex, I'd like to thank everybody for watching and joining us. And I'd like to thank Donna for popping in. It's always good to see you. And yeah, so I enjoyed the chat. And thanks, Tash, for being here again. You're always great to be here. And yeah, I guess we'll be back next week on the 16th. So we'll see you then, guys. So take care. Have a lovely day. And we'll see you soon. Bye.
Have a good week, guys.